What's going on, S2?
If you can't find nobody to join your team,
you need to get on the team.
You need to be on the team.
Be on the team.
Go back to serving.
Yeah.
Go back to being a part of something.
Yeah.
And again, I think, I don't know what it is about this generation or this new thing where everybody got to be the one. Everybody got to be out front.
You ready?
Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined us always by Douglas. Hey, this is what we call the varsity. You know what I'm saying? And for those of y'all say, hey, see, why you say the varsity? Well, when Maul and Carl here, you know, it's kind of JV. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you good, but it's like, it's not the highlight. You know what I'm saying? This the highlight right here. I got the OG, ET, in the building. And if you're wondering why the background look a little different, it's because we at Forward with ET. Y'all know we do church here in Atlanta once a month. You should be here. If you're not here, shout out to the people who fly in just once a month. Like, yo, I'm just coming in. I was talking to some people outside that were like, yo, this is my church. So I just, when you have a session, I just fly in.
Question.
And he just walked up, you know what I'm saying, and ready to blaze it. How you feel, man? We got people standing outside in line like the club. For church.
Man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For church.
Yeah, it feels good, bro. You know, I just want to encourage everybody because we had a vision when we were at Michigan State, and we passed that vision. Like, this wasn't a part of the vision. You know, so I just want to encourage everybody that's listening, like, yo, stick with the vision.
Yeah.
Don't trip, because if you stick with it, it's going to be beyond. So seeing all these people outside at like 9-something for 10:30. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah. I want to get into something today, and it hit me yesterday, and I'm going to use it for, you know, this session we got this afternoon. No, not for Forward. Hey, I sit back.
Jose, I thought you about to do Forward.
Hey, Forward is the one time I just get to sit back, you know, enjoy the sermon,
you
the
about
music.
to hit the Forward boy.
No. They not ready for the CJ sermon. I still got a problem cussing sometimes. So, you know what I'm saying? The Lord would not be pleased. But I was sitting there yesterday, and I was, you know, talking to a group of individuals, and, you know, it was about team building. And, you know, one of the things that I think is crazy, I want to clear up a misconception. I think people think like, yo, E and C been rocking forever, and people like, yo, I need to find my CJ. And I think people think like I was just this dude who was like looking to serve somebody or looking to like, I just want to see who I can go help. And that's the mentality that people like try to build their team with. Like, I'm trying to go help people to build me up. What you're really saying is you're trying to have somebody come and help you build your dream. Let me tell you something. This the God's honest truth. E was already tight in his own lane and already heading places. Let me tell you something. I felt as if I didn't help him and I didn't become a part, I was going to miss the boat. Now, let me say this slow. So, because I know y'all may be like, what's going on? We get so consumed, and I'm going to teach you that you this afternoon, but we get so consumed with, oh, I need 50 people to come help me do what I need to do. No. What you need to do is get yourself in the best position possible.
No question.
And the team will come. Yeah. So what you do is you done built yourself up to 35%, and then you going, where my team at? And you looking around going, where? No. You need to build your stuff up to 100%. And let me tell you something. This is the exact same formula E used. It's the same formula we use with Toby. Like, again, there was a time when, with Toby, you was sitting around looking, he was, I need help with this, I need help with that. And I'm saying, no. Go deep and help yourself. Get yourself to the point where you're popping enough to where people come around because they don't want to miss the opportunity. So when I got with E was already on a ship that was headed straight to success. And I think some of y'all think E was just sitting around going, help me, come on guys, I'm sweet. And I see some of y'all and I'm looking at you going, well, see, I ain't got no team. And I look at you and I go, you ain't got nothing.
Right.
What's the team for?
Right.
And you done spent the last 6 months going, I don't have no team, instead of making yourself as sweet as possible and letting the team come to you. And so I just wanted to get your opinion on that and just kind of go back and forth because, again, I think there's this misconception that either Carl, myself, LaShawna, whoever, just was like, hey, we just saw a damsel in distress and was like, let's go help E.T. blow up. No, E was already headed to the blow up in our minds. And so we wanted to be a part of that vision. So talk about that, in terms of.
I think that's deep what you're saying because, believe it or not, I didn't come to Michigan State looking for a team.
Right.
I think people need to understand that. Like, I didn't come to Michigan State looking for a team.
Right.
I came to Michigan State like LeBron went to, Akeem the Dream Olajuwon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he went to the Dream to improve his game. You feel me? I went to Michigan State to improve my game. I went to Oakwood. Unfortunately, at that time, it was just a college. It wasn't a university. So it's like after I got my degree, I hit a glass wall. I hit a glass ceiling. It was like it was nowhere for me to grow in that environment. So I went to Michigan State to get a master's degree to grow. Like honestly, and God has his own plan. I literally did not sell my house in Huntsville. My goal was to go to Michigan State, get the master's degree, then go back to Huntsville and go back to what I was doing. It was God's plan for me to stay there. So I was really self-development. And here go the crazy part. When I met CJ, it was CJ, TJ. When I met them, I didn't even see them as a team member. They was younger than me, 12 years younger than me. I was trying to help them grow, develop. I was giving them books.
Yeah.
And I was telling them to come to church. Like, I had never said, C, I want you to serve me. I was trying to serve C, like, yo, bruh, you need to, you need to do this. You need to read this. You need to go to this. You need to listen to this. You need to stop doing this. So really, our relationship came out of personal growth. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing. I was going with C. Like, I wasn't even trying to get him. He was like, yo, I'm about to go speak at, I'm like, oh, I'm there. Or I'm mentoring this kid.
Right.
Whoever he was mentoring, I started mentoring. When he was mentoring, he had the award from the governor. I was in there with the governor. I'm sitting in the back watching C get it. Like, I was just supporting him.
Yeah.
I was just like a mentor. I never knew we were going to have this partnership. And I think that's what's wrong with a lot of you. You want the prize, but not the process.
Yeah, but I want you to hit on the fact that, again, I'm trying to show people, like, they get an idea. Maybe even they got a business. You got your LLC and you got a little bit of traction, and then you looking up thinking that everybody gonna run to you, right? So I thought that was deep what you said. You came to Michigan State to get better. You came to get a master's degree. You came to get a PhD.
Yeah.
Those were all things that you were doing to take yourself to the next level. And I think there's this misconception that, I got an idea, so the only reason I ain't blew up yet is because I ain't got a team.
No.
And it's like, yo, you got to blow yourself up first and get to the point where everybody, I'm talking about coming from out the woodworks. E had people come, we weren't the only ones that was working for free and running around with E. People were coming out the woodworks. Why? Because even when he wasn't number one in the world standard, we were able to still see that. And so where can you take yourself to number one and talk about working on yourself in order to bring that? Because, again, you can't build this. I mean, you see this line, you see everything we're doing now. You can't build this on the solo, but you have to get yourself to a certain point to attract those other people.
Yeah, that's why I said earlier, y'all, my goal wasn't to attract CJ as much as it was get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. That was my competition. Like, how many days in a row can you get up at 3? How many hours can you pray? Like, how much of the word can you read? How much can you be a good father? How much can you be a good husband? Like, I wasn't even, I'm just being real. What we have right now, I wasn't even on this. We were trying to be MSU famous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We were trying to be Michigan State University famous. And not even the whole university, just black kids famous.
Yeah.
Like, we were trying to take the black kids to another level. And so I think it's important for y'all to understand, like, my only thing was, how many books could I read? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many conferences can I go to? Like, I just wanted to be a better version of Eric Thomas. And I knew, without a shadow of a doubt, Jesus Christ, somebody I looked up to. You ain't see Jesus looking for no squad.
Right.
First time we saw Jesus, he was 12 years old, teaching, the Pharisees and the Sadducees. Next thing we know, he 30. He at the Mount of Olive talking to God. He ain't had no team in that process. He didn't have no disciples. He was trying to be the best version of himself that he could possibly be. And then once he got to the best version, then God was like, hey, I want you to get these 12. And I think for a lot of us, we trying to get to 12 before we become the one.
There you go.
You got to be the one first. Jesus was the one first. You know what I'm saying? He was the one. And this is what I find crazy. Jesus didn't even break out. Like some of y'all trying to break out. I hear kids in their 20s like, I'm behind. Jesus didn't even break out till he was 30. Like we don't even know we don't know what he was doing. We do know this, he was a carpenter. Don't nobody talk about that. He was working from 12 to 30. He was putting nails in wood. He was sandpaper. He was like, bro, he wasn't big time. He wasn't on the scene. He wasn't healing folk. Now I want to believe this with all my heart. He could probably heal at 17. I just want to believe.
Yep.
I just want to believe he could have walked on water at 22. But why didn't he? Because he was focused on himself and being the best version of himself. And as a result of being the best version of himself, he was able to attract. I was able to attract C. I was able to attract, he said, Carl. We were able to attract other people, to blow up.
Did you feel like you always knew you needed a team, but you just
Always.
weren't worried about it?
Always.
But then why didn't you come to Michigan State thinking I could find my
Jesus
team there?
didn't find a team until he was 30. You know what I'm saying? So I always knew the focus wasn't the team. The focus was me being the best version of myself I could be. I always knew that. Mm-hmm. You look at somebody like a LeBron. People want to play with. Damian Lillard just left to go with the Greek Freak. You want to play with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you become the best version of you, people want to play with you. People want to be down with you.
Yeah.
You feel me? You win a champion. Dame trying to win a championship. So guess what? Now, I'm just being real. Of all the places I thought he would go, I never see him.
Milwaukee.
I never saw him being in Milwaukee, bro. But guess what? When they said Milwaukee, I was like, now that makes sense.
Oh, it makes a lot of sense.
I'm like, that makes sense. You got 4 starters already that work with each other, won a championship. That makes sense. But guess why Dame is in Milwaukee? Because he handled his business in Portland.
Yep.
It's other players that want to go somewhere other than where they are. And they're not getting the invite. Why? Because they're not the best version of themselves. He was the best version you could be in Portland, put up numbers in Portland, and boom, now he in Milwaukee. And we all about to watch to see. You understand what I'm saying? So look at Deion, bruh. Man, bruh, everybody going to the Colorado. He got everybody at the Colorado game. Why? Because he's the best version of himself, and success attracts success, and success leaves clues. So for me, man, it was just like, hey, go to state, become a better reader and better writer, right? My writing sucked, my reading sucked, my comprehension sucked. Bro, you can't look for a team when you can't read. I'm just being real. I couldn't read. I couldn't lead. I'm looking for a team when I'm not. So a lot of you putting the cart before the horse, and you got to get you tight.
I want to make sure they understand that though. Does that make sense? What I'm saying? Because I get a lot of. I was even on the podcast the other day. They was like, "Oh, I see you blew ET up." I'm like, stop saying that. That's not. And I'm not trying to be humble. That's not the truth. E blew me up. Why? Because E was already going. Like I said, if you shouldn't have to. Do you remember having to convince me to come work with you? I just was like, whoa. I heard E speak. I was like, man, that's different. I said, man, you know what he said that night? Hey, I'm going to this youth prison thing. I got a contract. I don't know how much they was paying you. But he said he had a contract. I was like, oh, you got a contract to go talk? At this point, I didn't even know you could get paid to speak. I'm just being real. I didn't know that was a profession. I've been talking my whole life. Nobody ever said, here go a check. They told me to play football. So when I seen E, even though E wasn't necessarily number one in the world, I said, whoa. His gift is out of this world. I watched him speak to a group of kids, and I watched every kid in there mouth drop and just look like, what is So one, the gift was there. Number 2, the work was there because that night we went to Maxie's, which was a maximum training facility or correctional facility for young boys. We went that night. So I saw in my mind, whoa, the ship already left the dock. So in my mind, I'm in a little boat trying to catch him. And I think y'all sitting at the dock with a boat half built going, where's my team?
Come help me build
and guess what I say?
Yeah.
If you ain't got no boat and I ain't got no boat, I might well build my own boat.
That's it.
When I met E, he had a boat that was moving. I ain't say it was a yacht. You know what I'm saying? I just said it was a boat and I didn't have one. And so I think everybody out there now, there's this, with this, social media and all of this other stuff is like, yo, you done made one t-shirt design talking about I just need my team to, come bless me and I'm marketing. And you have not built a boat. You might got a paddle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to build a boat. So that's what I want to tell y'all. It got to the point where we were rolling with E because we felt like we were about to miss out if we didn't. I was convinced. I didn't know what I didn't know if he was going to be motivational speaking or the president of the university or whatever. But I knew it was something just from the energy that he exuded and the work ethic he had. Yeah. So those of you trying to build that team, because that's the number one thing we get, you have to understand, what's the scripture say? Find a man diligent at his work. Yeah. Just listen to what we're saying. We're about to go to church now, so I got, even CJ can come up with a scripture. Yeah. Find a man diligent at his work, and he'll stand before kings and not mean men. So those of you who people coming in and out of your life, you running around with different people, somebody got your back one day, they don't got your back the next day. The reason you're dealing with that is because you're not being diligent with what you have in front of you. I'm not trying to brag, but I think one of the most impressive things that we got is not multiple companies and millions of dollars. It's the fact that we still got a fantastic relationship. It's the fact that my daughter on FaceTime with Didi for an hour the other day. Like, after 17 years, you know what I'm saying? And everything we've been through, ups, downs, indifferent, whatever, we still right here. But it's because we stayed diligent at our work. So for those of you, again, because I just had people, see, my team I ain't, and I'm like, oh, remember my old saying, if you can't find nobody to join your team,
you need to get on the team.
You need to be on the team.
You need to be on the team.
Go back to serving. Yeah. Go back to being a part of something. Yeah. And again, I think, I don't know what it is about this generation or this new thing where everybody got to be the one. Everybody got to be out front. Yeah. I'm like, again, and I don't even mind being out front, and I took the back seat. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, now everybody got to be the one, and I'm like, okay, cool. Everybody got to be the one. Nobody want to be the two, but then you're wondering why you can't get a team. Yeah.
Success free, and use the code SUCCESSFREE for free breakfast for life. You heard me correctly. So there's one breakfast item per box as long as your subscription is active. So that's free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/successfree and use the code SUCCESSFREE. Thanks, HelloFresh, for making our lives easier and our meals tastier.
You know what I'm saying? So talk about that attraction
I want to say this though, man. Like, you know, I'm a lot older than most of y'all watching, and I remember a time that nobody, and I mean nobody, was rocking Cleveland Cavalier gear. Nobody. Mm-hmm. Nobody. You couldn't give somebody in the '80s. A Cleveland.
Yeah.
You couldn't get nobody.
The only ones that pulled it off and was sorry was the Charlotte Hornets.
That's the only one that
Them starter coach was going crazy. They ain't win no games. And we was rocking them. Oh, that starter coach was going nuts.
But it wasn't no Cleveland.
Yeah, no, not the Cavs. No.
They didn't have it. It wasn't no Golden State.
No.
Listen to me very closely, though. When LeBron made it to Cleveland.
Yep.
You hear me?
Voila.
That one man.
Voila.
The top level that you could play at, he brought that to the Cleveland. And guess what? Everybody started rocking the gear. And everybody wanted to be in Cleveland. I'm telling y'all, the one thing I made sure I did was that you need to do before you start asking for something. First of all, if you got to ask for a team, it's a challenge. If you have to ask, you should be attractive enough. I'm just being real. You should be attractive enough. Your work should be attractive enough. Whatever you putting forth should be attractive. You think Dion got to beg kids to come to Colorado and play? He got a shirt that say, "You know where to find me."
We ain't hard to find, right?
I'm just saying. Well, he ain't going, I need you to come play. He just said, bruh, you see what we building. You see what we building. If you want to be a part of this, come holler at me. And that's how we should be. We should be so attractive. I don't think Martin Luther King had to beg for people to rock. I have a dream. I don't think, if people heard his speech, I don't know if I want to rock with that. After they heard those speeches, they was like, yo, bro, sign me up.
Sign me up. And I don't think they was asking for a whole lot of money.
No, they weren't asking for no money. Sign me up for the long marches. Sign me up for the getting eat by dogs. Sign me up for the water hose. We ain't talking about what y'all talking about. Y'all talking about getting signed up so you could be seen on social media, so people can know you. These people were signing up to get put in prison. They was getting signed up to walk across the bridge knowing that the police was on the other side about to beat them to death. And they still rock with King. Why? Because he was attractive. The stuff that he was saying was life-changing, was transformational. He was not only going to change his life, he was going to change their life. And that's number two. I want to say this. Leave people alone if you're not going to change their life. Period. Don't get nobody on your team if you're going to make their life miserable. if you gonna get them on your team, make them. Let me tell you something. Y'all on some like social media stuff. I'm on his mama. My goal was to make his mama go. I want his mama, every time his mama see me, I want her to go, this is the best decision my son ever made.
Yeah, right.
I want his mama. I ain't tripping on nobody else. His father was already was the believer. He a believer from day one. But mom's was still kind of like, I don't know, you should probably go get a job. I don't know, you should probably. So every time I see her, I stick my chest out. Every time we together, I just look at her like, what? You know what I'm saying? What? And she like, man, it's the best decision. Not only you made, but because you were attractive, you attracted Candace to the squad before I even knew CJ, and they end up getting married. I'm marrying folks, bro. This thing's so dope. We matchmaking. Why? Because when you have something that's dope and you start bringing people together, you bringing dope people together who about to be dope together. Yeah. So we doing so much. The kids gonna be dope. Everything we touch is dope. So I need you to number one, be attractive. Number two, you should make everybody around you should improve. And then here go number three. Whatever you did for them, enter to learn, depart to serve. Whatever you did for them, they should go out and like when I'm gone, I shouldn't be gone. Like when I'm gone, they should reproduce what I shared with them and showed them. That's the mark of excellence. When you still have to be one, and your people are around you and they can't elevate, that's a problem. Yeah. At some point, you need to get out the way and you need to let the next generation come in and do what they do. So for me, it's come on, y'all. Like, we got to stop asking for a team and we got to be a team. Meaning you got to handle your business to the point that other people want to play for you.
Yeah, the other point I wanted to make, I was talking to somebody who was running their business, and they were like, yo, it's crazy. You know who it is. Yeah. He live in Phoenix.
Okay, I got it.
So you know who I'm talking about.
I got it.
But anyway.
Note taker.
So for the longest, right, it's crazy. Jose, he was mad because he was like, man, I can't find no A players. He was like, my team, they like C, D, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So I told him how to find some A players. And he was like, bet, see, I did it. It worked. I found some A players. Then he called me and say, man, everybody trying to take my A players. And they got demands and my A players is, and I said, you didn't say that. You ain't say, you see what I'm saying? So again, you couldn't find A players. You working with C-level players, and now you got A players and everybody trying to poach them. And I said, welcome to business. Yeah. So what would you say, and talk to those people about not only attracting, right? Because he was able to attract with his work, but then it's one thing to attract and it's another thing to keep them.
Let me say this to you. This is why you have to be the best version of yourself that you can be, so that when you attract them, Josh always say, if they come for money, they'll leave for money.
Yeah.
You feel me? Josh said they come for money, they're gonna leave for money. You gotta make sure they come for something greater than money. And what's that? Their personal transformation.
Yeah.
Like, cause here's the deal. You're not gonna compete with nobody when they are transformed, when they feel like you changed their lives, when they feel indebted to you. So we got A players, and I encourage my A players, right? Yeah. Don't put the pressure on me to be the only one take care of you financially. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't put all the burden on me. I encourage my A players to go out and handle their business. But watch this. My A players are all throughout the world. I just had an A player call me the other day. It was like, somebody big time was looking for somebody. I need you to make the connection. I made the connection. I'm like, hey, so-and-so, my people ready to work for you. But here's what I know. My A players are going to always go out and do their thing, but home base is always home base. They gonna always be at the crib. So if I need them and I say, hey, I need y'all Tuesday from 9 to 10, ain't nobody else, they ain't working for nobody else. It's like ET call, we locking it down. So you don't have to be afraid. You should actually encourage your people to blow up. You should encourage your people to work with the best. Because guess what? When they go out and work with the best and they learn new skills and talent, whatever, they bringing that back to the crib. So only an insecure person, I'm talking to somebody. Yeah. I used to be insecure. I know all about it. Only an insecure person is worried about somebody leaving. When you become secure, you handle your business, and guess what? They don't want to leave. They don't want to go nowhere. Sometimes you got to push them out the nest. You gotta go look. Get out there and do your thing. You still loyal to me. Go out there and do your thing and come back. And so I'm not gonna say no names, but there are leaders that I studied who, when they passed, their members didn't keep it going the way they had it going when they was doing it. And I learned from that. And I said, when I leave this earth, I want my squad to be equally or greater when I leave, because it is a testament to a leader when his people go to another level. It's a testament to Lil Wayne. It's a testament when you wake up, he got Drake, look, he got Nicki Minaj, he got the best in the game. So when everybody say Drake the best, Drake gonna tell you where he gonna tell you how he got to where he gonna pay homage. So it's not dope when you the best and you the best for 40 years and none of the people that you working with ever elevate or go to the next level. That doesn't speak volumes about you. What speaks volumes about you is you made everybody better and you're not afraid if they're equal or great. Man, I was with Tobe in Italy. Bro, my wife was like, Tobe, I feel like a proud mama watching you do what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my kids are there. And now I got Tobe creating an opportunity for my kids that I can't create for myself. And they want to be there. You feel me? So now, listen to me, when you are a real one, like when you are a one of one, listen to me, we not ever competing. Why? I'm a one of one, he a one of one. Watch this though. When you are a true one of one and you understand who you are, it's gonna be the gift that keep on giving. I'm gonna say it one more time because I wanna make sure you hear me.
Yeah.
When you are one of one and you attract one of ones, it's the gift that keep giving. I gave to C gave to Tobe giving to Jalen and Jada, right? It's the gift that keep on giving. So yeah, stop looking for a team. Become somebody that a institution can build around. There are players that when they come to your squad, you could build around. Like when Jordan came, they was like, oh, we got what we need. We just need to put some pieces around my man. When Barry Sanders came, it was like, oh, we just need to put some pieces around my man. We could go to the next level. When LeBron came, we just need to put some pieces around LeBron and we can win a championship. Be the best one so God can build a team around you.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because you talked about the NBA and it's like, I don't know if you saw, but, you know, usually it's tough for like B markets to keep a big name player, right? Like, I'm just being real. Like Milwaukee, even Detroit, these are B markets, right? So it's hard to keep a top level player because they want to go to Miami, they want to go to LA, they want to go to New York, right? And so Giannis was in Milwaukee, and to your point, Giannis, I don't know if you saw, but Giannis was like, I don't know if I'm gonna resign or not. He was like, I'm not sure. So what do you have to do to keep an A-level player?
Yeah.
You had to bring in Dame and go, we serious about winning.
Yeah, we serious about winning.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we understand that last year wasn't as, so as it relates to that, keeping A-level players, because you probably got more A-level people around you than ever. If you're not going to do it with money, right, because you said that they come for money and leave for money, tangible things that they can do to keep, like, so to this person who's doing real estate type stuff and he's got his team, what would you say to them now that he's got A-level players who are closing deals, getting active, doing their thing, and now he got other people coming in like, hey, I'll pay you double. I'll do you this, I'll do you that. What would you suggest to that person?
Well, I would suggest to anybody that money is low-hanging fruit. And if your players are willing to leave for money, then obviously as a shepherd, you're not taking care of your sheep. Because as a shepherd, if you're taking care of your sheep, the last thing they're gonna do is leave. Now I don't wanna get too deep, but the Bible says, and he maketh me lie down in green pasture. Right? Now, you know, we're not shepherds. So we would think, that sounds aggressive. He maketh me lie down. In our mind, we're thinking he is forcing us to lie down in green pastures because pastures are good for sheep. So he making us do it. Actually, what it means is you create an environment that's so dope that they want to lay down in green pastures. That's what it means by he maketh me. So what does that mean? That means that you know the shepherd is going to, all of the wolves, he gonna protect you. All of the lions, he gonna protect you. The bears, he gonna protect you. So you know that you are protected Like, so you ain't ready to go nowhere for no money because you know you already making good money, but you're in a place where you are protected. He making me lie down in green pastures. What's green pastures? He makes sure as a shepherd that the route that we go is always going to have green grass. We always going to get nurtured. We always going to get nourishment. Now, that means something different for everybody. For CJ, that means from day one, we didn't talk to each other every day and checked in since day one. For Carl, that means Carl lived next door to me, and I walk by his house and pray for him every day. That means when I go to the grocery store, I'm making sure they got groceries. That means when his parents come in, he need to swap out rides, he got my ride. For each one, it means something different. But when somebody leaves you for money, it means as a shepherd, you didn't know your sheep, and you didn't know your sheep needs, or you knew them and you weren't taking care of them. Right? If you know your sheep, you got to make phone calls. If you know your sheep, you got to go take visits. When you know your sheep and their mama's sick, you got to go check on their mama. When there's a funeral, you got to stop what you're doing and go to the funeral, right? So he maketh me lie down. So I would never lose nobody for money. Why? Because my members know if we got to go money versus care, we're going to go with care all day. Why? Because we can make our own money. We can't necessarily care for ourselves in the way that he can care for us. So that's what I would say. I would say, yo, if you losing your sheep, it means you ain't taking care of them.
Yeah, no, man. And that's something I think that we've done a decent job of in our community. Again, make sure that's clear. Taking care of them first, because at the end of the day, money is money, right? If they producing on a higher level, you need to be paying them more. And I don't want to hear nobody to hear this and be like, oh, you don't want to pay nobody.
No, we paying.
No, we paying. We paying good. But if it's going to be a tit for tat, like every single time you raise them up 5 and they're like, oh, this person said that if they keep playing you like that, one, you need to let them go. Right? For those of you who are pouring into them and they just keep doing that back and forth, because I have a lot of people like that too. Like, oh, they want a raise, and it's like, cool, they get a raise, and next month they back, like, oh, I can go here. And a lot of times it's a threat. But listen, I said this on the call the other day. If they leave you when times were hard, you weren't gonna win with them anyway.
That's right.
Let me say it slower. If they leave when things get hard, you weren't gonna win with them anyway, so don't even trip. Because you're in a situation where that's not going to work. So you actually just got rid of them quicker.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So you can actually get to the people that's going to help you a lot faster. But to E's point, there's a lot of intangible things that he brings to the table as a leader. And I want y'all to understand that. So it's going to be the money. You're going to have to pay people. Yeah. But there's intangible things that you need to, intrinsic things that you need to pull out of people in order to get to that next level.
And I just wanted to show, because you say stuff, but this, of course, is this Instagram. Right? This is Anna. Anna probably standing in that line right now. Let me tell you why Anna's in that line, because I'm considered the #1 motivational speaker in the world. People look at me as somebody, who might be busy and you can't get in touch with. I just want y'all to real quick.
I love it. Yeah, I was in Poland once. The best chicken schnitzel ever.
Right? We just stopped, little message. We go.
Oh my God, hi Eric. I'm very happy that you've actually sent me the message. Thank you so much. Polish food is amazing.
I'm just saying, your average person that you look up to and you hit them on Instagram, they're not gonna respond. Like, I'm just being real. Whoever you look up to, whoever you following on Instagram, Facebook, they're not gonna respond to you. They're gonna send some automatic message. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to ask, was that really them? Yeah. You ain't gotta ask that, you heard my voice. And my sheep know my voice. And my sheep know my checking account. Now, we ain't saying don't get paid. Not my sheep know my car. That's not what it said. It says, and my sheep know my voice.
Yeah.
There's something about your people hearing from you personally. I could have C or I could have AI.
Yeah.
I could have some random AI speak on my behalf.
Yeah.
They know my voice.
Yeah.
So when they hear my voice, they pumped up. They gonna know your voice. Why? Because you've done something for them. So here's the deal. You can only lose them. That's all you can do. You can only lose them, right? But if they hear your voice, you're gonna keep them. So I just want you to see, like, but to C's point, and this is deep, y'all. I was just at Oakwood. I went to Oakwood, and the president of the university got up and spoke. Now, I ain't know my man. Like, I know him, but I ain't know his story. And he got up on the mic and he said something that I thought was dope. He said that it was a lady who got pregnant as a teenager outside of marriage, and they disfellowshipped her from the church. It's like you gotta go. Came to her crib. It's like you gotta go.
When was this?
This was like in the 60s.
Yeah.
You gotta go. He said the kid of the mom ended up growing up. Now the mom left the church. The kid ended up as a teenager. He ended up going to some revival, and he ended up going to the revival and ended up giving his life to Christ. Told his mom he went to the revival. His mom was like, "Oh, that's crazy. That was the church that I used to go to and I got this fellowship from." She ended up taking the kid to college, leaving him with $1,000 and saying, "All I got is $1,000." It was either 500 or 1,000. And she said to him, "All I have is 500 or 1,000.
Yeah.
If I had more, I give you more,
Yeah.
but God's gonna give you the rest." That kid, which is him, ended up being the president of Oakwood, a denomination that his mom got kicked out of. So what he said was, when girls come to my office pregnant, we have a different conversation.
Wow.
Why? Because of what he been through. So that's why I said you got to be the best version of you. He could be arrogant. You know, he could be like, "I'm the president. Don't come in my office. You pregnant, whatever." But because of what he's gone through, it has made him empathetic in a way that most humans aren't empathetic.
Wow.
And when I heard that story, I'm like, "Yo, your mom got kicked out." He's like, "Yup. And I became the president of this university. Made my mom proud. 360-degree turnaround." Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? So you have to understand that you have to become first, because you can't keep what you aren't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it one more time. You can't keep what you aren't. Now you can get online and claim you this and that, and you could be phony, but when the pressure hit, the real you gonna come out. And so that's why I wasn't trying to recruit nobody, because I was trying to get myself together. I was trying to get my own life together. And as I was getting my life together, not perfect, but progress, they were attracted to the character that I had and the You know what it looked like if me and C was rolling and I'm flirting with women? You know what that would look like to him? I'm cheating on my wife. You know what that would look like to him? I'm slacking. But he saw me growing, progressing, and being the best version of myself, and even having a father already in his life. There were some things that he saw. He was like, "Yo, I need that in my life."
Yeah.
So nobody's following you maybe because of your fame or your money. I don't know how long that's gonna last. But if you want to keep long relationships, and then those relationships has relationships, and those relationships turn to relationships, man, you got to be the best version of yourself.
Man, as we get ready to go in, you got any? Can we get a little preview into the sermon, or you just winging it today? Just you pray before you go on stage, or you got something in the tuck?
I do, man. I want to talk about today, and this is for successful people too. This message is probably more for successful people. Sometimes the things that got us to success, once we get to success, we fall away from those things. It's like somebody like, "Why you still go to the Boys and Girls Club?" Because that's how I blew up. I didn't blow up talking to the NFL teams. I didn't blow up working for the Denver Nuggets. I worked for the Nuggets last year. Right? I worked for Baylor and helped them win the championship 2 years ago. Like, I didn't work for Baylor until I was in my 50s. I didn't work for the Denver Nuggets until last year. So what am I saying to you? The things that blew me up, elementary schools, middle schools, high schools, the Boys and Girls Club, I stay close to that. Why? Because that's what blew me up. And for a lot of you, it's like you somewhat fake, because when you finally get where you want to be, you abandon the thing that you once was doing. Because it was never about the thing in the first place. It was about using that thing to elevate yourself. And now that you elevated, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't go back and give. So for me, I stay connected to the thing. I'm in the airport. My man like, "Yo, E, that's you?" I'm like, "Yeah." He like, "You sitting by yourself?" I'm like, "And?" I always sit by myself. He's like, "Where your people?" I said, "Bro, it costs." and I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I ain't even one of those dudes that's talking about drugs and talking about sex. Like, I don't even put that kind of energy out. So my man take a pic, other people come, they're like, "You by yourself?" Like 1,000%. Why? Because I don't live that life. Like, I'm staying true. This is how I used to do it when I blew up. I'm staying true. Bro, you are You out here, you could be in Sky Club. Like, bro, I ain't had Sky Club when I first started. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Didi, this is what we was doing.
Me neither, but I got it now.
Yeah,
and I'm in that joint.
You feel
I'm
me?
in that joint.
Yo, you know,
I'm in the Sky Club.
He gonna make sure he rep for all of us.
Oh, yeah.
He said we going to the other airport.
No.
We leaving the regular airport. I said, see, we can't leave the regular.
No.
We out. You know what I'm saying?
We on the PJ.
Yeah, so the message today, man, stay true. You know, stay true, man. I want to go here. I know this might be personal, but I want to go here. I feel like my girl looked after me when I was homeless and a high school dropout.
Mm-hmm.
I'm faithful to my wife not because, you know, that's who I am. It's Christ in me, but here's how I look at it. Why would I let some other woman benefit off of what my wife built? Like, she the one built this, so she should get the return on her investment. Nobody else should get a return because they weren't there when I was homeless. They weren't there when I was a high school dropout. And so for a lot of us, when we blow up, we forget who and how we blew up. Now, I'm not saying you owe nobody your life, but I am saying that there are people who they were there for you before you were whatever. I was in Huntsville. My boy Leon Burnett, he was out of town. His mom turned 95 this week. My girl Tracy K from Chicago, her grandma used to look out for me. Sister B, Mr. Burnett's wife, used to look out for me. He wasn't there. I still went by the crib. Let me tell y'all something. Greatest experience I had in Huntsville, while I love speaking at my alma mater, the greatest experience I had was going to their house.
Yeah.
And they like, he's still E. He coming to the crib. He ain't nobody with him. You know what I'm saying? They 95 years old. They don't want no whole bunch of people in their crib. I stayed for about 30, 40 minutes, hug. We talked. They like, man, you look the same. You act the same. I got back in the car feeling good because these were the people that helped me blow up. And I want them to know that I'm ever grateful for blowing up. Another young lady, her daughter is there. She's a sophomore bio major. We were kicking it. She said, man, I got these 2 offers. This is one of the best schools I could go to, but I don't know. I said, what you mean you don't know? She's like, money. I said, don't worry about money. God said he gonna take care of you. I said, I'm either gonna pay for you to get it, or if I die, I'm gonna put you in my will. And her mom called me like, man, I love you, E. Man, you do so much for my kids. I said, you struck first blood. When I was an up and coming speaker, you was the one that brought me to your church, and you don't know that I knew it, but the church didn't pay me. You and your husband was balling. Y'all wrote a $5,000 check and gave it to me. This is a generosity war. You drew first blood.
Wow.
I'm gonna draw last blood. You looked out for me before I was ET the Hip Hop Preach. Now I'm about to look out for your kids. This is a generosity war. You started it. I'm gonna finish this joker. And for a lot of us, when we get to where God wants us to be, we forget everybody behind us. We forget everything about us, and we become something that we're not. And so today is about, man, stay true to the source. Stay committed to the thing that, you know, bless you, and don't switch up on God because you're successful now.
All right, well, I'm ready to go here. I got to go get my kids and have them sit with me when church starts so my wife ain't running around mad at me because I'm on child duty. So, no, we appreciate y'all rocking with us as always, man. We anytime we get a chance to have a quick convo, you know what I'm saying? You know we're going to take that opportunity. So, we love y'all. We out of here. We'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself. All right, make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback on how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.
Think about what you're thinking about. That's where you're going wrong. Think about reality on the positive side. Stop thinking about reality. And look, that's all you got to do. You just got to stop when something happens, discipline yourself, and stop looking at this can't happen. And do what? The opposite. Just say, this can't happen. Just keep saying this can't. What would my mom think? Just think, I don't care what my mom think. What would my dad think? When you have those thoughts, say, I don't care what they think. I'm going to give every ounce of energy to the possibility.
This week, our show is brought to you by our partner in crime, Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, Green Juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day without having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then cleaning up afterwards. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, and turmeric, just to name a few? So make sure you guys check it out at www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success. And now to today's show.
Welcome to Success Podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined, not as always, but joined by the Bayesian Caucasian.
Hey!
You know what I'm saying?
Hey!
Joshua Kenneth Hatch. What's going on, my brother?
Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you here, my brother. Glad to have you. Also in the building, fixing that mic, the veteran, the legend.
He's definitely a veteran.
Veteran.
On the ones and twos.
No veteran. Yeah, I seen a little hate coming through, so he got to be a veteran.
Man, I love it. I love it.
Tell Jamal, get his buff self out of the way of Carl. You know, Carl got some fans. They want to see him.
I love it.
They like, tell Jamal put his muscles away.
I love it.
Man, Dr. King in the building. As always, we got the good Dr. Thomas in the building wearing shorts. It's about 10 degrees outside.
Well, I just came back from Miami, though, so I'm feeling myself.
Oh, yeah, no
you
doubt.
feel me?
Oh,
I just
no
came
doubt.
back from Miami where it was 78 degrees.
Yeah, no, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, man, what's going on? Everybody good? Christmas, everybody had a good Christmas? Everybody smooth? What's going on?
I spent Christmas with Tobe. Shout out to Tobe.
Okay.
His final concert at the crib. As always, an amazing job. Congratulations, Is this 1 year?
1 year what?
Anniversary, marriage anniversary, 2 years, 3 years? How
They've
many
been
years?
married for a couple years now.
How many years? I don't know how many. I know they got a
couple
baby,
is
so it's
two,
definitely
so-
3. No,
Yeah,
it can't
2.
be 2. It's 2. All right, so shout out to Tobe.
You know, Toby having another baby too.
Yeah, I do.
Bro, they're gonna be 11 months apart.
Back to back.
That's
I
you
said,
and-
you don't
and
care. You
Train.
ain't care nothing about the doctor's orders.
No, but that's you and Train, though.
Yeah, no, we 13.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, he 11.
It's a 4-month grace.
Well,
period.
that's Moni's baby's like that. They call it some kind of twins.
Irish twins.
Yeah, Irish twins.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, no question.
Oh, wow, never heard of that. Yeah, no.
Learn something new
Every day.
Yeah, no. So, shout out to them for having another baby. Man, I didn't get to see one show this whole tour. I feel terrible. I didn't get to see. Usually, I'll be at a couple. Last year, I was at a couple tours.
What happened to Atlanta?
About that.
We were out of town.
Yeah, and
We were out of town.
I told you that was, I had the whole Toby team staying at the house.
Yeah, no question. Team Tobe.
And so Candace was like,
I haven't had a chance to experience that.
yeah.
I'm in Lansing.
All
I've experienced it for about 3 times.
Exactly. So, but I told Candace, it was a while ago. Of course, they hit me like, oh, can we stay at the house when we
Right.
come to Atlanta? I'm like, okay, cool. I told Candace, she was like, okay, no problem. And then I forgot we had to go to Miami that weekend.
So you had.
So then I was like, hey,
Candace had him by herself.
By the way, I'm not going to be here.
Wow.
So enjoy.
And y'all still married.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Okay,
no
praise
doubt.
God.
Hey, the good thing is Tobe and them, they got kids and, they know how to roll now, so it's all good.
Hey, but I did go to the show in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was fire, bro.
Yeah?
Fire.
Good.
Told just some kind of way. He just
Some kind of way.
He's
when you
gifted.
think that he kind of leveled out
Yeah,
and
no,
couldn't
he's
get any
gifted.
better, he
He's
just
gifted.
takes it to.
Yeah, no.
I mean, the thing about it too,
He is.
like
Yeah.
Tobe actually, the thing I love about it, he actually puts a show on.
Yeah.
Totally
yeah, no
different from a
question.
lot of other. You see a lot of rappers, they just on
Yeah,
stage
yeah.
and they doing a little hand
Yeah,
thing. And
yeah,
Tobe got a whole
Choreography.
show. I'm talking about he got the Black Angels in the
Oh, yeah.
background.
The band still doing band like
the
Earth,
band.
Wind, and Fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then he got his wife. She come out there, and
Blazing.
Fat just take it to a whole nother level,
Then
bro.
Nell come and she do her.
I'm
Yeah, it's a
telling
show,
you,
bro.
yeah, it's a
It
show.
is.
Shout out to Toby.
new Fugees.
Wigway. Yeah, no doubt. They killing it. Hey, man, I got a chance a little while ago, a couple days ago, to take Trey, man, to see LeBron. And man, let me tell you something. Shout out to my guy Will over at State Farm, always looking out. Just he's that dude. Shout out to Will. But he looked out. So Train birthday was that Sunday, and so we took him to see me, Trey, and Train. My brother went to go see LeBron, man, and what an experience. And not even from a basketball standpoint. Obviously, he's incredible basketball-wise, and, you know, he may be whatever legacy is, we're not gonna have a debate today.
No
But
debate.
whatever legacy is left
but
for him.
I want to fuel it up because we got a homeboy in the crib. We can fuel it up.
You already know. I'm over here.
We can fuel it up.
Hey, it's the day after Christmas. Let it go. Day after Christmas. Let it
You know what
go.
I'm saying?
Let it go.
I got ball in the building.
So, and again, we'll let
Don't do it, CJ.
we'll let the old head, the over 40 club have their moment. But I'm saying,
Back in the day.
exactly.
And we'll let history have its moments.
I was just going to say, whatever debate there is left to have is still being written because LeBron is still the best player in the league. So, by far, there's no
Nobody's
question
close,
about
huh?
it. Nobody's close.
We'll wait,
especially with KD out.
Yeah,
You
I
know
wait
what
to
mean?
see what Stephen A. Smith says.
So right, exactly. So, but anyway, you know what was more crazy, and of course now I'm near, and it was cool. We had the seats were right by the tunnel, where the players come out right there, and so Trey was like leaning against the gate,
I saw
and
that.
maybe we'll put it up online or whatever. But I took a video, and like he saw LeBron run out, and I just saw his eyes like, whoa, it was kind of crazy. And, the whole game, he's just like, there's LeBron, you know what I mean? And so we were sitting maybe 6-7 rows up from the bench or whatever. And so Trey was just fascinated the whole time. And for me as a dad, it was crazy because I had just watched LeBron at his son's game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, man, I just tons of respect. And it has nothing to do with basketball, but tons of respect because, bro, I'm watching all of these kids with LeBron jerseys in Atlanta. Just like LeBron, bro, they looking down the tunnel an hour before the game.
Right.
Just
right.
And I was like, I sat there and I told Train, and I was like, dawg, imagine from Jordan to LeBron, Kobe, imagine the level of responsibility you feel to perform every single night. You know what I'm saying? Bro, imagine if he would have walked out of the tunnel with street clothes on and been like, yo, it's a load management game.
Yeah.
He not playing it. I'm talking about Trey would have literally been hurt. Now, of course, me and Train would have been like, oh, man, we can't see LeBron too.
Right.
But
he would have got over it.
Yeah, we would have got over it. But imagine, or you just don't even come out the locker room or you don't travel with the team that day and you got all of these kids. I'm like, yo, that is a level of expectation. And let me tell you something. For me, just watching him as a father, and I know some people don't like the stuff he does on the sideline or whatever. You know what I mean? He's too loud at his son's game. I'm like, first of all,
that's his son.
Yeah, you saying that because it's LeBron. I'm like, bro, I'm at the 5-year-old baseball game
they live.
turning up. You know what I'm saying? But I love to see that he's just like, yo, this is our relationship. His sons don't seem to have a problem with it. They on the court doing their handshakes. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, one, just big respect for him as a father, as a husband. He got his wife right there with him at the game,
MVP.
and I think that goes.
No question.
I think he does not get enough just due for that. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. I never saw Mike with his wife just on a reg. Just you know what I'm saying? And no, I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm not saying they could have been tighter than tight.
Yeah.
I'm saying LeBron puts his family, a wonderful black
question.
family on display for the world to see, and that is super important.
Absolutely.
And I watched it the night before with his son, and I was like, wow. So his son played on Monday night or whatever on ESPN. His son played great, got the MVP, freshman, killing it. And then so the very next night, of course, we went to go see him. And so I was watching him as a father, and then I watched him as a player the next night. And man, there was just some stuff that I noticed. I was telling the guys in the car, I don't know if a fan was kind of heckling him or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he was on the bench and dude was kind of talking a little crazy, you could tell. And we were sitting right there and I couldn't hear what the guy was saying, but Brian just pointed to security, was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? My man, security came, got my man, walked him out.
Wow.
My man, I guess they just gave him a scolding in the back and let him come back. My man came and sat back down. Bro, I promise you, LeBron's eyes never even went over and looked at my man. And I'm just like, dawg, that's just grown man stuff. You know what I'm saying? He could have been like, yo, get your, you know what I'm saying, making a scene. Brian didn't say another word to him, got up, boom, played the rest of the game. And then the way I saw him dealing with the kids and the fans and everything else, I'm like, yo, it's easy to say, like, oh, I'm going to sign the autographs and I'm going to do this and be. Bro, after the game, you see him doing the interviews, waving to the kids, signing stuff, giving wristbands and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, that dude is solid as they come. So beyond basketball, man, I just believe in giving people their props. Like, I don't want to be the dude who never speaks on somebody seeing things, but just as a husband, as a father, all of the things I saw from him, over the last, couple weeks up close in person, I guess. You've always known it. Obviously, the stuff he does for the community. But just big shout out to Brian. And I don't know Brian, never met him, but, just incredible human being from what I can see.
Absolutely.
And I do appreciate the example. So I wanted to make sure I let that be known just from going to the game myself, man. My son was in heaven. So shout out to Will. Yeah, shout out to Will State Farm for giving us that experience as a family. Means a lot. We got another debate going on.
Don't go off of that.
Yeah.
Just because, like you said, you talk about basketball, of course. That's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? We can go back and forth, who was the great. We can bring Wilt in, Wilt still, we can bring Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, you can bring a whole bunch of people in. But I think the other thing, the reason why I have so much respect for LeBron, one, like you said, and I know how easy it is to make your family private. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I already know, like, when my girl was on, we had an opportunity, when the kids were in high school, to do a TV show, like a, reality show. And my girl was like, no, we're not doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going, you know what I'm saying? And so I look at Bron, and he's willing to do as much as, I guess, his wife will allow him to do to be an example. So it's like when my kids was going to high school, whatever, my wife was like, flat out, you're not putting my family on display. You feel me? So he is literally giving people an opportunity to see how you do family. And some people need a model. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't have that, they just don't have that initiative. So they can watch Bron and go step one, step two. But the thing that I love most about the non-basketball LeBron is what he's doing in education.
Oh, no question.
You feel me? And I know that LeBron school is not just one of those things where he's spending money, but he's literally trying to make a difference, putting apartments together for the parents to have a place to stay, creating job opportunities, and more importantly, the kids, man, when you walk in, we talk about exposure mall, like when you first walk in that joint, one of your $1 million properties, like, it's got that feel with the staircase boy. It's like, who thinks to do a staircase? And then they all get his shoes or whatever. But the thing that, to me, it's like, wow, he's actually put the right teachers in place, and these kids' test scores are now comparable with kids from other districts. And that's the thing to me that's like, let's go. Because it's one thing, to entertain. It's another thing to educate. And so much respect, man, for my man like Bron out here helping build these schools.
And Bron ain't the only one, obviously.
No questions asked.
CP3, who's a great friend of ours, does a great job of that. Family, same thing. So just proud of the bros putting on, man,
what
for
they
the
doing.
families. It just means a lot. I don't know if people understand what it feels like to see, somebody of that prominence, and doing it the way he's doing it. So, big shout out to him, man, and we'll have the GOAT conversation later. Because it's not over. The debate rages on. You know what I'm saying? Bron's still at the top of his game. Man. We had so this is funny. Ia, enjoy this. We actually had a debate the other day. Maul and I had a debate, and this is around holiday.
Yeah, let's hear this.
Around the holiday time. This is, I feel like, a decent debate. E, you enjoy sweets from time to time, so we had a debate. All right, shout out to our guys at DC Invest. We had a round table. So if I say, so if I say, hey, E, can you bring me back some chocolate cake?
Yeah.
Say it, right?
Okay.
I know he always do that, though, Maul. He do that all the time.
Man,
he do that all the time.
CJ is the master.
I'm talking about the master.
Giving you the answer.
Oh, yeah.
While he answers you the question.
You about to make me go back to that mattress boy. I promise you about to make me go all the way back.
Hey, check it out. Y'all know I've been a police, right?
Yeah.
This man should have been a detective.
Oh, no question.
He would get it.
Hey, Maul, you asked the question.
Right.
You asked the question.
He would get it out of you quick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He'll make you think you committed a crime.
I bought the beer at 11:42. You know you messed up, right?
I want him to. Go ahead. I want him to finish.
I was just going to.
Go ahead.
So you said bring back a piece of cake.
Chocolate cake.
All right, bring back a piece of chocolate cake.
Okay.
I'm watching you.
Okay. No, okay. What can I say? What does that mean? What kind of cake would you be expecting back? Describe the cake.
That's it.
A chocolate cake.
Yeah, describe it though.
Oh, what kind of? Describe. Okay, so one or two. Either if I'm, in my ET mode, I bring you back a slice of,
Okay.
The multi-layer.
But what is the cake?
Wait.
You ask it.
No, you already asked it.
Okay.
Okay, so I bring back.
Describe the cake.
So man, like if you go to a store and they got, what do you call it? Like it's got the cake and frosting, cake, frosting,
Like a wedge.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah,
A little
just saying,
tower,
like,
yeah, a little slice of it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Describe it. Keep going.
What flavor? Just everything. I don't want to say nothing.
Chocolate. What is it? Chocolate fudge or chocolate?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a chocolate cake.
Yeah.
So if I had,
All right, your grandma now. Your grandma baked?
hold on.
Yeah, my grandma baked.
All right.
Well, she's no longer with us, but she.
Okay,
when
what
she was with
color?
us.
What color was the cake?
So the cake, it could have
The
been
cake is-
different. Sometimes it could be different. Like sometimes she might do a chocolate cake. My cousin does a chocolate cake, but she puts on there cream cheese.
Okay.
Instead
So-
of
okay, cream cheese.
Yeah.
But like the cake is chocolate.
yeah, the cake is chocolate.
Is that
but
still a chocolate cake?
yeah.
It is.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
It
Let's
is.
stop.
Okay.
All right. Have grandma. Now I know your grandma from Chicago,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Has she ever made a yellow cake? Right. You know how to
Yeah.
do a yellow cake.
Yeah, but it's got some chocolate in
The
it.
frosting.
That's
Yeah.
not chocolate cake.
What is
That's
that?
not-
No. Yeah,
We already had it with Josh just
Hold
said
on.
it.
So what is that?
That's chocolate cake.
No.
No, I'm
That's
saying-
chocolate cake.
No, the cake that I had, my cousin make, it's chocolate, but she doesn't use.
No, if
she
you
doesn't
had-
do
No,
chocolate,
let me
chocolate.
finish.
Okay, go.
I'm just saying she doesn't use chocolate.
But did she use?
Hold on,
Did she
She
use?
uses chocolate, and then she puts on there whatever the cream cheese is.
That's fine. That's chocolate
Yeah, that's
cake.
chocolate
Because the
cake.
cake is chocolate.
Okay.
But
Now,
if it's
what's
a
Moss?
white
Which
cake,
one
if it's a
Maul
white
is
cake,
saying if it's
Okay.
white cake, yellow cake,
Yellow
if it
cake.
has
Yeah.
chocolate frosting on it,
Oh.
it's chocolate cake.
that's
Just like, have you ever had
that's yellow.
That is. No, that is.
No, that's yellow
I got
cake.
that.
That's yellow
No, we
cake
don't
with
call it
frosting.
yellow
I got you. But they call it chocolate because the frosting is chocolate.
Just like, hey, so like,
Chocolate
hey,
cake.
you ever had a
Yeah.
caramel cake?
Well, yeah, I have had caramel
All right,
cake.
yellow-
Caramel cake is not caramel. It's yellow.
Just the frosting.
Right, I got it.
It's caramel.
So he brought you a
That's-
piece of cake with frosting.
I didn't bring him
the
nothing.
chocolate. Oh, he didn't bring you nothing.
Bruh. No, he didn't. We just we having a conversation.
That's called chocolate frosting.
That's called chocolate
No,
frosting
we don't-
on yellow
no,
cake.
that's Hey, the first
So
off,
if you said bring me a piece of chocolate cake,
Right.
and I brought you a dry piece of white cake and smattered a little chocolate
What is
frosting on
white
the top,
cake?
you'd be like, "This is chocolate cake."
If you walked into a
Yellow-
cupcake store and said, "Give me a chocolate cupcake," and they handed you a yellow cupcake with chocolate frosting,
That's a chocolate cupcake.
no.
So here, no. Watch this. No. And here's why he's saying that though. Maul, I got it. This is why he's saying it though. Because when you eat the cake, it's gonna taste like chocolate.
'Cause
Is
it's
what
got
he's
the
saying.
frosting.
'Cause it's got
If I
the
put a
chocolate
black
frosting
coat
on it.
on Josh right now, is he now an African American? You know what I'm saying? Is Josh black?
Well, I got news for you. Josh came in here as an African American.
Hey Josh, tell me if it's FUBU, yes. But if it's, you know what I'm saying? If it's FUBU, but if it's just a normal black jacket, no.
No chance. No chance.
No. But if it's FUBU, yes.
But hey, you know,
Yeah.
you're
No,
from-
I feel what Marlon said though. I can't say that he's wrong, that you're wrong though, see, because you said chocolate cake. So you're thinking the cake is chocolate itself.
No, I feel what
Yeah.
he's saying. He's
Yeah.
just wrong.
Yeah, I got you. But watch this though. Like I said, I know where he's going to his point that if you put chocolate frosting on it, it's going to taste like chocolate cake. Is what he's saying. It's not going to taste.
No,
like
it's not.
Oh my God, it tastes like
Okay.
chocolate. It tastes like chocolate cake.
No.
So the thing is, check it out.
It
Growing
tastes
up,
like yellow
check it
cake.
out.
Well, what
Growing
does the
up-
chocolate cake say he tastes like? Chocolate don't taste. The chocolate cake itself, he's saying, doesn't have a taste. It's
Oh,
the
it does
frosting
have
on
a
the
taste.
cake.
Check it out.
gives that
Check it out.
taste.
So in Chicago, you know how you got like the little slices of cake when you
Yeah.
go to like the different restaurants.
Yeah.
So not a restaurant, but like let's
Yeah, I know
say
exactly what you're talking
like a Harold's Chicken,
Yeah,
or JJ
absolutely.
Fish,
Yeah.
and they have slices of
Yeah.
cake.
Yeah.
They have caramel cake.
Yeah.
And the cake itself is yellow,
But the
it's
caramel
got caramel
in it.
icing on it.
Right.
They got chocolate cake. The cake itself is yellow, but
it
the
has-
frosting is
yeah,
chocolate.
yeah, got
That's
it.
bro.
I need you to find evidence.
This is
of
a question for
goodness, that's
Didi and
easy.
Bear.
All right,
We'll ask Didi and Bear.
Man, I wish I could. I wish I could call Didi now.
Oh, call her.
Or maybe it's where you from.
No, call her. Put her on. We ain't got nothing to do. We ain't got nothing but time. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to tell Maul that the
You know what? If
frosting
Carl was here-
doesn't make the cake.
Carl would
said
agree
Carl
with
was
me
here.
right now.
How long was this debate? Was this like a 3-hour flight, side by side over dinner?
Restaurant.
How long?
It wasn't even a flight.
No, wait.
We were at the restaurant.
With the guys?
actually putting the order in.
Yeah, we were at the restaurant
with DC Invest.
With DC
Marcus,
Invest. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we just had the conversation.
And Marcus agreed with me.
Yeah, they did. No, they did. That's why I was telling
But
them.
he's saying though, the reason why he's saying it though is because of those urban stores that sell, you know what I'm saying? That's why he's saying that. Yeah, that's why he's saying that.
All I'm saying
and she's saying where he from, it don't work like that.
All I'm saying is chocolate
Didi,
cake.
are you here?
No, I'm at the house.
Okay, good.
That's what we mean. So they got
come on.
So we on the podcast. CJ got a slight debate with Maul, and we need. Josh was like, Didi is a foodie, a dessertie, so she can't answer this. She can't. I got you on. I got you right here on the microphone. So you got to answer this. I'll ask the question. I think I can ask the question.
Don't say nothing risky.
I'm just going.
Ask it leadingly.
I'm not gonna ask the lead. I'm gonna tell you the deal, and then you tell me what you think.
Okay.
So a chocolate cake, Didi. If somebody told you to go get a chocolate cake, right, and you brought them back a piece of cake, what would that cake look like for it to be chocolate?
It would have to be chocolate cake with chocolate frosting.
Okay, so what if I brought you back a yellow cake, if you will, with chocolate frosting? What would that be?
It would be a yellow cake.
Okay.
Thank you, Dilsey. Thank you, Dilsey. And Maul is trying to tell us that if you have a yellow cake and put chocolate frosting on it, it's chocolate cake.
It's chocolate cake.
What in the devil?
This is over. Yep, conversation over.
All right, Didi.
Hey, Didi, we gonna talk later, Didi. Hey, you supposed to be. Hey, we gonna talk later.
Yeah. But I'm saying.
You should have texted me, Ma. You should have texted me so I would have known.
You know what? I should have texted you beforehand.
Yeah. We gonna text you next time, Didi.
Hey, now that wasn't leading. That wasn't nothing. Okay.
And she went straight to the point.
She went straight to the point.
Well, I asked
Didn't you have to think about it.
Well, I didn't play games. I just told her what it was.
No, and Didi is a D
definitely
and
a
a C.
foodie. Yeah.
So she very structured and linear. All right, dog, you lost this one.
No,
dog.
I didn't lose. Bro, when I
He
go
gonna
to the
bring you-
restaurant,
he gonna bring it to you. He's gonna bring it to you.
I'm gonna show you. It says
Maul,
chocolate
just do me
cake,
his favor. When you
caramel
go
cake.
home,
Hey.
do that immediately, please.
Absolutely.
Two wrongs don't make a right, dog.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
So, hey, Harold's Chicken says different.
That's right. That's
you
right.
gotta
that's
listen
right.
to Harold.
That's right. You gotta
all
listen to Harold. That's right. Make
First
sure
of
you
all,
send it to Maul.
no
Promise. Because we'll have to have this conversation again if you don't send
Pull
it.
it up. Pull it up. I'm not tripping.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna mail you some chocolate cake, some yellow chocolate cake.
I made DoorDash us
right,
some
exactly.
cake right now.
So, yeah,
Put it in
just to
the
see.
front. Yeah,
Just to see what they
the
bring.
drop off. Yep.
You don't have Harold's Chicken in Lansing.
I got one in Atlanta.
It's not real.
So we're gonna see.
What do you mean it's not real?
It's not real.
I just saw Harold in there. You know what I'm saying? Harold was in that joint. All right, let's do a podcast. I got a few things I want to talk about, and I think we'll get Josh here for the next episode as well. So maybe we could save that and go straight into the one conversation Maul and I were having. Around this time of year, especially, I think people get to the point where they're ready to make a decision and they're ready to, trying to change some things up, right? You got the New Year's resolution type thing, whatever people are doing. And Maul said something deep the other day. He was talking about people wanting things. And he said one of the reasons that he's been successful is because he's so aggressive about what he wants, right? And he told a story. He was like, man, I had friends who were in the police department who would like always hedge their bet on everything they wanted. You know what I mean? They'll be like, yo, man, if I get the promotion, I'm cool, but I don't really want it like that. But if they give it to me, I'll think about it. Or we talk about it all the time with, people when they having babies or whatever, right? You ever had a dude, he got like 4 girls in a row, and on the 5th one, he praying for a boy, but he like, oh, I just want a healthy baby. Scared to actually attack exactly what they want. And it's funny because Maul was saying that, and Maul was like, bro, you know me. Like, I claim whatever is supposed to be mine. And so I don't even know if we told the story on the podcast before, but like when Lil J, did we talk about Lil J on the podcast?
I don't believe so.
I don't think we talked about
Yeah,
that.
I don't think you've talked about it.
Yeah, so to me, that's one of the best examples I can find. And now I had a friend, I don't want to throw him under the bus, but he had 2 girls, and then I knew he wanted, of course, you know what I'm saying? He wanted a boy bad, you know what I'm saying? And I could tell, but he wouldn't say it. And matter of fact, not only would he not say it, he would be like, I know I'm getting another girl when his wife got pregnant. And sure enough, he had another girl. Obviously a blessing, right? Of course, whenever you have a child, but he didn't say that. So Maul, walk us through your story, because it's one of the most crazy stories of faith and like claiming things. And I just want to get into that talk of like, you know, you guys, obviously, we got some highly successful individuals in the room, but I think the mentality and mindset and the things that you say and do kind of align to get you there. And so, Maul, just give us that example. And I was blown away when you told me the story because I was like, wow, that goes completely contradictory to what most people would do in that situation.
Yeah, man. So, like, you know, everybody know I have 2 daughters, right? So I have my oldest daughter, Ayana. She's 15. I got my other daughter, Jasmine. She's 11. And we were trying to have a 3rd child. I mean, it was my first 2 daughters. They came so easily without even trying. They just, boom, they there.
No, you tried.
You know, just without even trying, you know. And I just felt like I wanted a boy too, right? I mean, I love my daughters, and I thank God for my daughter. I prayed for my daughters. But I was like, I want a son. I remember saying, I'm good, you know, to raise a young boy. You know, I was always saying if I had a son, that somebody's daughter would be blessed because it's like I know I'm gonna raise this son the right way. And it's crazy because we were trying to have a child and we could not conceive. I'm talking about years went by,
Right.
And it was just weird because we went to the doctors and the doctors was like, they examined Camille and they was like, oh, she's perfectly fine. And they examined me and they was like, he's perfectly fine. Wow. And we just couldn't understand why we couldn't have a child. And I didn't just want a child, I wanted a son, right? We already have 2 daughters. I wanted a son. And I remember just like feeling like, man, God, like, I want a son. This is what I want. And we end up conceiving, right? We end up conceiving, and
but before even that,
yeah. So okay, let me back it up.
Give it the whole story. You should let me tell the story. I'm a way better storyteller.
You know, I'm still thinking about that chocolate cake right now.
No question, Mark. Get that out your
before you even conceived.
Before we conceived. So before we conceived, we went almost 7 years, and I remember, almost 7 years. Wow. 7 years. That number 7 means something.
I didn't realize Jazz and them was that far.
Oh yeah.
Jazz only 4.
Yep, Lil J 4. And so we went 7 years, and I remember it got to the point where even Camille kind of, in the beginning, she was like with me. She was just like, hey, you know, let's pray on it. Let's keep it going. Let's keep trying. We're going to get what we want. And then all of a sudden, Camille's faith fell off, where she was just like, well, maybe it's not meant to be. You know, you're hearing all the other people, her parents, friends, and naysayers are saying, hey, maybe you guys it's not meant to be.
Right.
And I just was kind of to the point like, nah, like this is what I want. Like, I want to have a son. Like, you know, this is what I prayed for. This is what I've seen. This is what I believe. I want to have a son. And it got to the point where I was kind of on the island by myself, right? Everybody around me was kind of like, hey, Jamal, it's just not going to happen for you. You know, maybe you should adopt. And I was like, no, I'm going to have not just have a child, but we're going to have a son. And it got to the point, man, where we were renovating our house, right? The house we live at now. And it got to the point where it was a bedroom to the back. And across from it was another bedroom. I said that I was going to believe so much that I was going to create the environment for this child, for this son, before I actually conceived this son. Wow. So I went and I took the bedroom and I turned it to a bathroom, right? And I put it right outside of the bedroom that I said, this is where my son is going to sleep. Wow. I went and put a urinal on the wall inside of the bedroom, because I said, this is the bathroom that my son is going to use.
Urinal, dog.
Now, this is like, keep in mind, the doctors said they don't even know why we can't have a child.
Wow.
But before we even conceived a child, I created the environment for him.
Oh, come on now.
I never.
Bro,
don't get me started.
urinal. I'm saying, like, they telling you can't even have a kid. It's been 7 years. You can't even get pregnant.
Yeah.
This joker, not only did it's one thing to create the room. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Blue.
Right.
Oh,
I'm talking about, bro, put a urinal. Like a whole urinal. It's in there to this day.
And then with the room that was across from the bathroom with the urinal on the wall, I went and I put his name on the wall. Wow. Jamal Jr. I put a Bible scripture up under his name. I actually put a chair, a rocking chair in the corner. And with that rocking chair, every single day I would sit in the corner and I would pretend like I was holding, not holding the child, but holding my son. Wow. I would sit there and I would pretend like I was reading to him, but I was actually reading the Bible. And I would sit there every single day. I put clothes in the closet. Wow. Boy clothes in the closet. Wow. Before we even had a child. Wow. And it was so crazy because with the crib that was right there, I even You know, I would even pretend like I was like putting him to sleep.
Wow.
I pretend like I was praying for him every night before, went to bed.
Yeah.
It got to the point where my family wanted to do an intervention on me. They were saying, Jamal, you
taking it too
taking
far.
this a little bit too far.
Yeah.
You going crazy. And I just was like, man, I don't know if you ever really wanted something in life bad enough.
Yeah.
But you know, who's to say that I'm going too far?
Right.
You know, because why? Because you ready to give up.
Right.
So now, because you're ready to give up, now I should give up.
Yeah.
But, bruh, it's so crazy because when my wife actually, one day, I still remember, it was a Saturday morning, and I remember coming back from the gym, and I remember my wife just telling me, like, I'm pregnant. Just out the sky blue. And it wasn't even like we were even, no doctor intervention or anything like that. And she's like, man, we pregnant. And then I remember telling her, like, man, it's a boy. And then she was like, well, don't get your hopes up too high.
Right.
Don't get your hopes up too high. She was like, your chances, your average ain't that great. You got two girls.
Yeah.
And I just remember feeling to myself like, man, no, it's a boy. And I heard everybody else around me saying, well, Jamal, it might be, it might be a girl. I remember even my parents saying, well,
I'd have been so nervous. Did y'all go to the doctor to like find out what it was, or did you do like
No,
crazy?
I didn't. I know. I
wait
didn't
until you just like
What ended up happening? My wife, because of her age, they end up telling her exactly what it was, but she never told me. I already told her. I said, I don't need to find out. I know what it is.
Right.
I was like, I know what it is. And at that point,
so she never said anything?
She never said anything. She did a reveal party, bro. She rented out the Hard Rock Hotel on my birthday, and she had like all my family and friends.
And you can't see them all sitting there like, I don't even know why we doing this.
How far along was she?
It's a boy.
When what?
The reveal.
June, she probably was about 5-6 months.
And Ma was sitting there like, y'all can go home.
Yeah, I already.
It's a wrap. I already know.
Ma walked in and cut a piece of cake and just started eating. Yeah.
But the thing about it.
Congratulations, I knew this already.
The thing about it, and now I remember even telling my wife, and I remember telling her, like, when she was ready to give up, I was like, look, the reason why you ready to give up is because he's not real to you yet. I was like, you don't hear his voice.
Okay, I gotta go.
I was like, you don't hear his voice.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't see him. I said,
podcast begin.
I talked to him. I had to tell her. I said, I talked to him. I was like, he's not real to you yet, and that's why you ready to give up.
Yeah.
I said, but if you hear what I've heard, if you see what I've saw already, you would not give up. And I said, because he's already real.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, I remember, I don't even know what age. My son is 4 now. I don't know if it was like 1.
Jamal Jr.
Yeah, Jamal Jr. He's
also Avery's husband.
Right.
That's
You know, we got an arranged marriage going on.
He's speaking stuff into
So,
existence.
he is.
But
Oh, yeah.
Camille came to me one day, just out the sky blue, and and she was just playing with little Jay or whatever, and she came and to go back though, I told her that the relationship that the two of you gonna have is gonna be a relationship that I'm not even gonna have with him. I was like, because I have to raise him to be a man. But I said, he's going to love you like no other. And I said, you're going to love him like no other. And I still remember when she came to me and she was just like, she had like tears in her eyes. And she just came up to me and she was like, man, thank you. She was like, I almost gave up. She was just like, thanks for not allowing me to give up. And she I'm talking about tears in her eyes. And she was just like, man, like this is, I almost gave up on him.
Yeah.
And to see him being a living, breathing thing, you know what I'm saying? Like he's like been the joy of our life right now.
Catch that.
And we almost like, you know what I'm saying? Like we was that close. At any minute, I could have gave up.
Yeah.
I could have said, you know what? You right. Everybody else around me is right. And now our son wouldn't even be here today.
Yeah.
I was this close.
Yeah, welcome to the 1% Club.
Who cutting onions?
This close.
Who cutting onions?
1% Club.
This
Who
close.
cutting
1% Club.
So and that just go to show, like even in other people's life, whoever's listening to this podcast, like you that close.
Yeah.
Right.
You that close. That little boy has changed our life.
Yeah.
Possibly about to change your daughter's life.
No questions asked. Don't play with it.
Oh, trust me.
Don't play with it.
Listen, who wouldn't want this man's son to marry their daughter?
no
I'm like,
question.
bro,
You
know-
I love it.
Yeah.
That's one stress I ain't got to worry about. We already set it up.
Now the only problem is getting the baby D to buy into it.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Getting her to buy.
Oh, she in.
Avery,
Oh, she
okay.
in. Yo,
All
no,
right,
she
good.
in. She knows. She running him though. We got to tell him like, don't let her talk to you like that.
Right.
You know what
How
I'm
many
saying?
that's
other people
1%
gave
Club,
up,
bro.
man?
No,
How
no,
many people,
no,
how
no.
many people gave up?
If you are listening, Go buy your ticket to the 1% Club right now. I don't know, Miami is the first one.
Yep.
I am about to have Maul break that piece down right there. A part of his session is going to show you guys how to make something breathing, living, how to give it a voice before it has a voice. So I'm telling you, come out. I'm going to make him break that down all the way down. He's going to walk through the steps. I'm ordering a crib. I'm ordering a rocking chair. And y'all think, listen to me. If you're listening, a lot of you, that's the problem you have. It has to be before it is for you. And I'm going to have Jamal teach you how to speak something into existence that doesn't. Thank you, Maul. Oh, yeah. I wish we was at the 1% right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, and man, so obviously, man, I like, seriously, the hair on my arm stand up every time you tell
I
the
remember the
story.
first time seeing the nursery. We went to your house the first time and hearing the story.
Man, I
just
literally
amazing.
got tears in my eyes right now because,
no question.
because I know how special. And I could have gave up, bro. Like,
And think about how many people,
have.
right? I'm saying, but think how many people were telling you, like, hey, don't get your hopes up. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because maybe even because of where I'm from, things like that, like people are scared to want that thing because if I put too much into it and it doesn't happen, like most people in Jamal's shoes, imagine the embarrassment that if it's another girl. Like this dude went and put a urinal up, he did all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so we kind of hedge against our bet. Like we hedge against, like you ever see the person who team, like they about to have a big game and they like, oh, we ain't got no chance against them. We probably about to get blew out. We ain't never going, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you saying that because you scared to like put too much emotion into it. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really believe that, but in your mind you want to keep something back because you don't want to put that whole thing in. But it's the whole thing that allows you to accomplish the dream anyway.
Say that again.
You see what I'm saying?
Say that
So you almost playing devil's advocate against yourself because you're not putting it all in. Because again, Maul could have been, like I said, I got a homie. He was like, oh, I'm having a girl. I know I'm having another girl. It's a girl. It's he sent me some eyes that said like if you had 2 girls in a row, your probability of having another girl.
question.
I'm talking about like statistical. Like I'm like, bro, I was like, oh, that's it. It's written. Like you're scared to fully commit.
You wrote it.
You wrote it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You wrote it. And so
Yeah.
again, I can think of countless examples. And if Carl was here, shout out to Carl who's doing his thing, family vacation. We're gonna have him try to get him to call in. I know he's on the road, but I was about to say, there you go, right there. It's not him. But Carl, similar situation.
Absolutely.
We didn't take it that. We didn't build a urinal.
Right.
But remember, we went and made Carl buy the
Well, I think we
clothes.
did.
You know what I'm saying?
I think we did in that.
Yeah.
I think the difference, Maul, and for real, I'm not playing. You have to take that and turn it into a message.
Yeah.
Like you have to break that down because
Oh, it's one of the most. It may be. It defines Maul and who he is
To a T.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
just like
100%.
that one
Yep.
story.
Yep.
And
100%.
But the thing, Maul, that I'm learning now, especially from studying the disc, is that there are a group of people. Actually, 58% of the world is more on that skepticism side. Like more people are, like, well, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But what I've studied is, if you give them a blueprint, they can do it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like if you show them they can do it, it's not that they can't do it. They just don't have, they can't initiate that type of energy that you're talking about.
Right.
So I would love for you to give that to them. Here's a piece that I really want you to focus on, Maul, is how do you silence the noise when the noise is maybe mom, dad, because a lot of times people say, like, don't listen to people. Bro, that's easy to say.
Right.
But I'm so grateful now, not disrespectfully, but I'm so grateful that I didn't listen to my mom in certain areas because as we discover now her test, she is innately a person who is like, whoa, like she needs to be predictable. So for her, it wasn't that she was against me, but her very nature is, it needs to be predictable.
Right.
Her whole nature is security.
Yeah.
You feel me? So now I'm teaching my mom how to come out of that. But had I listened to my mom, not in a disrespectful manner, but I would have been living my mom's reality and not my reality.
Yep.
You feel me? But because her voice is so strong, that's the first voice I heard, Ma. And that's why we got to be able to help these individuals because, like Ma, if you don't help a person, at what point does the strongest voice in your life no longer the strongest voice in your life?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like when you're born, bro, you don't even have a voice.
I didn't have a voice.
Before you can talk, you hear your mom.
Yep.
So your mom's voice, like people like try to play that down, but your mom's voice is strong. What if your dad's been in your life your whole life? He made every game. You know, he came to school when you were in school. Like, he was there for you. His voice is strong.
Right.
Like, that's a strong voice, bruh. That's not easy to say. Forget what your mom say. What if your aunt was in your life or your grandma was close to you and she say, baby, don't do that. Like, that's a strong voice, Ma. And what we have to teach people going into 2020 is that you have to learn how to hear your own voice. Because your voice is your voice. Yep. And at some point, even if you don't get married, you still have to leave and cleave to your voice, to your reality. Yep. You got to leave mama and leave daddy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I don't necessarily mean that in a physical sense, but in terms of a purpose sense, you have to be able to. And
we talked about it before. How in the world could our parents, coming from where they came, and we had a similar, blue collar, parental experience in terms of how much money they made and things like that. How in the world can they understand we quitting our jobs and going out to be entrepreneurs? Like, how could you ever understand it?
Yeah, but even talking entrepreneurship, and I mean, Maul, that story is incredible, but the thing that people don't realize is there's this power in making a decision and then moving it forward. So once you have to make that decision, and so you can hem-haw, you can talk, you can do everything else, but I guess easy way to say it is timid people have skinny kids. They can't feed them. You can't feed them. You have to make decisions. You have to move forward.
Slow it down. Slow it down a little bit.
So timid people have skinny kids.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to make the decisions, and then you have to start moving it forward. And a lot of it, Maul's story didn't make sense, but it makes perfect sense now that he's telling us the story.
No question.
Looking back, it makes perfect sense. And knowing Maul, his personality, how you claim things, perfect sense. But in the moment, it was crazy to everybody.
You know what, E? Back to what you were saying, bro. You have to have the loudest voice.
Save something for the 1% though.
I am, but I'm trying to get a little bit. I'm trying to
save something for the paying customer.
I'm not about to break it down, but the loudest voice around you has to be the voice that's within. The voice that's within. When every time for all of the 100 people that told me that it wasn't meant to be, I had to tell myself that it's gonna happen. I had to do it.
And here's the crazy thing, though. You see it in every area of your life. It's not just your family. It's not just your marriage. It's not just your finances. It's not just your faith. Like, these things literally, and they impact other people. What did you just tell me about Tay the other day? What she text you?
Which time?
No, but she wasn't fully engulfed in the vision, and then what happened?
Oh, she's a believer now.
And she texted you and said it.
Oh yeah, now she's like, I'm full bird. Like, I see. Before I was telling her, like, Tay, like, hey, I know you used to me being on this side, but I'm letting you know. I was like, we're not going to. I said, EC, Josh. I said they didn't bring us together so that we can just be average. I was like, Tay, anything that I'm a part of, it has to succeed. And not just succeed, but on a high level. I was like, Tay, what we putting together right here, I guarantee you buy into it, is going to be one of the highest, if not the highest, gross. And I said, this is a healthy competition.
That's it.
And I said, because no matter how you look at it, we win.
No question.
Everybody wins. I said, but everybody needs to have this mentality. It can't be, hey, you know what, man? We're just gonna jump on his back, man. He been carrying this thing.
Go for it.
Let it ride, baby.
You about to
Miss Thomas does. Miss Thomas does.
Where's the bucket? I need the bucket. I need the insurance bucket.
Get that.
I almost let it slide. Let it go. I'm just saying, man. He's been carrying it from the beginning. C been carrying from the beginning. Who else gonna step up?
I'm glad you threw me in there. I had a little.
You know what I'm saying? Wait, Josh came. And then Josh came in and was who gonna step up next? Who's gonna step up? But I'm like, Tay, it starts here. It starts here. It starts with the belief.
So real quick, the reason this conversation started because, and you could say, I guess, coming from, the blue collar background, and we call it the other day, me and Maul coined the new term, a blue collar flashback. You know what I'm saying? Where you had this blue, seriously, where you had these moments where you we had to get a ride from the Detroit airport. They was like, it's $500. I was like, I'm about to take the Michigan Flyer, get on the bus. And Maul was looked at me. I was like, sorry, blue collar flashback. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
No, no question, Maul. I mean, Josh,
like, hey,
I almost walked to go get some water, Maul. And I was like, bump that. Josh told me I could get the water in the room.
I can't just been told you that, though.
But the way I'm looking at it, man, we're about to drive from Detroit. Now here it is. We just came back from New York.
Right.
Look, we done been to Chicago, New York, then flew to Detroit. All this in a day.
Right.
We're tired.
Yeah.
And so on this, between the two of us sitting in, if we talking about a bus, bro, that's almost
It's only 4 stops.
That's almost
I think I hit 4 cities.
No, I'm just saying,
that's
Maul.
like $100 million.
Easy.
That's $100 million sitting on a bus.
And easily.
I said it was a blue collar flashback.
Yeah, and here's the crazy part, Maul, so that people can get it. What I'm learning, Josh, is let the person that does that professionally do it.
Yeah.
You feel like you trying to be all things to all. There's a dude that literally got a license to drive. Like, he got paid to drive. That's what he does. And he can go back and forth and back and forth. And I want y'all in the back. Why? Because if C's driving, the conversation is different. Y'all in the back, it's an idea that's about to come, and that idea about to make us millions.
Exactly.
So I'd rather you to come up with an idea to make millions than you driving to save a couple $100.
Yeah, and
Somebody pull the table E with them books running around.
Y'all know I always had a flashback. Y'all gonna have to put me in rehab. I gotta go get a rehab. I need to go to rehab.
Hey, it's not a flashback if you live in it 24/7.
Yeah, I know that's right. Pray for me, y'all.
But that's why we work, though. That's why we work. So that money's never the reason why we say no. We say no all the time.
Yeah.
There's ideas that we don't want to do.
Yeah.
Your parents asked me last night. One of their questions was, "Are you worried about your kids?"
Yeah.
Now that I know your story, are you worried about your kids and the next generation appreciating the money and appreciating the grind the same way you guys do?
Yep. Yep.
Blue collar values.
Yeah.
And we're all built that way. Yeah. But I told your parents, but we work hard so that we can say no all the time.
Yeah.
Because we choose to say no.
That's right.
We never have to make an excuse for no.
Yeah.
Or make a reason for it.
That's
no
it.
question.
Love it.
The crazy thing, though, and I want to make sure, more that you hit this, is you said, obviously, between all the 4 of us in the room, you're the only one who actually had, like, a real, I would say, a real job.
I had a real job for a few, ball. I worked K through 12 for a minute.
I'm saying you, but talk about that mindset of, I think that's so interesting. Like, I mean, we've never talked about this, but like that, like you said it, like, you know, you even watched like people in your family be like, oh, well, you know, I could be up for this promotion, but like, I don't really want it. Yeah. But if they give it to me, and I'm like, so that mentality of like, is it scared of success? Is it?
No, it's not even scared of success. Oh, how would you? It's just, I like to call it the 1 foot in, 1 foot out mentality, right? It's where you don't want to fully commit. You know, and I think you said it earlier, because you don't want to feel like a failure, right? If it doesn't happen.
So is that what it is right there? Is that, because I'm just trying to address the mindset that would have you like, I don't really want this contract. I don't really want this promotion. But if it happens, is it just like literally if I say I want it and don't get it, then I feel disappointed?
Oh, yeah.
Am I worried about how other people are going to look at me?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You don't want people, you know, I think more people are worried about how they look to other people. They're more worried about other people saying, oh, man, I knew you wasn't going to do it. Oh, I knew you. Oh, you really wanted that. Oh, I knew you wasn't going to get promoted.
Right.
You know, as opposed to, see, for me, that doesn't bother me what other people think. For me, will I be able to live with the decisions that I make, the choices that I make? I can't live, you know, 100% with knowing I didn't try.
Yeah.
You know, so I can, and the crazy part about it though, E, I mean, see, every time I've tried or I spoke something into existence, it always worked.
Yeah.
It always worked.
Let me ask you this, though, because I believe part of that is because when you try, even if the goal's here and you end up here, you're farther ahead than if you didn't even start.
Yeah.
So it's that failing forward.
Yeah.
So by the end of it, even if it doesn't succeed wildly, which I think we've all been blessed to have some great success, but by not making that decision, by not trying, you actually are never going to get farther ahead than where you started.
No question.
So even when you fell forward.
Yep.
And that's part of it. And people don't want it hurts to them. It hurts, and it's the public hurt.
Yeah, but
I'm saying either way, you're not gonna get it then if you don't. You know what I mean?
But you can then blame it on somebody else.
That's right. And that life,
you can blame it on somebody else. It wasn't my fault. You know, hey man, they not promoting. They not promoting so and so. They not promoting women. They not promoting males. Oh, they not promoting any blacks.
Yeah.
You know, you can find 1,000 excuses on why you didn't make it.
Right.
But when you say, I wanted to do this, when you say that, and then you take that promotional test and you fail it, now it hits a chord because you can't blame nobody else but yourself.
It's like betting against your own team in sports. It's like going to Vegas and placing a bet against your own team and saying, I knew we were going to lose.
Yeah. You want that win-win, I guess.
Yeah, but you know how many people, bro? You know how many people, man? It's sad. You know how many people I've worked with over the last 20 years, Josh, that just that literally just hit one foot in and one foot out, and they knew that they wanted to get promoted deep down inside, but yet they never claimed it. They never really went after it, and they just became a victim.
Yeah,
you know, they became a victim to their own disbelief.
You know what, Maul? I don't think I've told you this. Someone called me about a week ago when they were talking about you. They said, Maul's a unicorn. And I said, no, he's not. I said, he's actually the most predictable story and roadmap that someone can follow. Now, his success is unicorn. People don't do it.
Right.
But actually, E and what he's done, if you say, write the playbook for that, that's a hard playbook to write.
Yeah.
But what Maul's done is step by step with the real estate course now teaching it, but from the police, you're actually the most predictable one for the success, and your stories, Baby J, you can tell the whole plan of how it all came together. So when they said a unicorn, I think energy-wise, yes. Going after dreams and goals, yes. But as far as accomplishing things, I actually told them, you can go and get a job. You can figure out how to make money on the side.
Yep.
It's actually that part of it to me is the unicorn. It's tangible, but it's crazy hard.
Yep.
And that's where it gets people.
But I just believe, bro. I mean, E, you could probably contest to this. I don't just say this. I really believe wholeheartedly that all things are possible.
No questions asked.
I mean, some people say it.
No.
And it sounds sexy, but I really believe it. It's nothing that I cannot do.
And when you tell people that, they believe you.
Facts.
That's why people get behind the vision.
Like if ever I want to like make Maul mad, I just tell him it's impossible.
No, but Maul, I think
the hot tub.
Exactly.
The hot tub.
I think though, Maul, one of the things that I like, let's just simplify it. Because, you know, the thing that really changed my life is when you said, the reason why you need to be in real estate is because you already in it.
That's it.
I'm saying game changer, bruh. Like, yo, E, you already in it, bruh. Yeah. So you're either on the side where you making money.
You're on the wrong side of the register.
Or you spend it is what it is. So, Maul, actually what you're saying about real estate is the truth about a mindset. It is possible. No. We're all playing the same game. Some of us are playing the game of it's possible, meaning I can have whatever I want, and some of us are playing it's possible I can't have whatever I want.
Yeah.
Like it's the same game, Maul.
Right.
The dude that's not making his dreams become a reality, he told himself he can't make his dreams become a reality. Yep. And the dude who made it, like we're all on the side of reality, Maul. Yep. Everybody's in reality.
Right.
But you just on the wrong side of reality.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and that's what I heard that day, Maul. Like I heard whatever it is you're doing, it's two sides to do it.
Yep.
And you have to decide which side you want to be on. Yeah. So let me say this 1% stuff, I need you at the 1% club this year. Why? Because we're going to help you to get from the 99 to the 1. And how? Because everybody in this room has done it. And can I say this to you? I said this, wish we was at a conference. I said this the other day, Maul. The reason why I'm so grateful for you and Josh is because God tried to do it with me with Dan Gilbert and Warren Buffett, and I couldn't do it. Like, yo, I was with Warren Buffett and then by myself, not in the room with 30. I always talk about the 30 men, but I was alone with him. Dan Gilbert gave me a office right across from him. Like, I was in those meetings. I would leave, and I don't know what happened, Maul. I would leave, but I would never see myself like them. Like, I would see Warren Buffett. I heard my man talking about real estate. They was talking about real estate, just like y'all was talking about it. They were talking the same talk. But it was something about them that I just didn't feel like, and I didn't intentionally do it. I just couldn't identify. And it had nothing to do with white, because somebody thinking Dan Gilbert's white, Warren Buffett's white, Josh white. Like, it wasn't that.
You white?
Yeah.
FUBU.
You gotta go, dog.
Right, FUBU, right?
You gotta go, dog.
So when we was in Utah, Josh, when you started talking, I was like, yo, I've been with Heather. Yo, I've been with Bear. I've been with Huddy. Like, yo, I've been around Josh at hotels. Like, I've been on the plane with Josh. Like, it was something about it. Then Maul started talking. It was like, yo, Maul from the south side of Chicago. I was like, yo, I can do it. E, you already doing it. You're on the wrong side of it. But I saw people, I don't know why, that I just felt like I could relate to. And I don't know,
Like Josh wasn't poor, you not poor. I just felt like I could relate. You feel me? Like I felt like that's me. You know what I'm saying? We got the same values, same core values. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe. And so I want you to come to 1% because these dudes actually helped me to go to a whole nother level. You feel me? And so,
Right.
so let me say what side you're on. Here's the side you're on. I'm gonna break it down at the 1% Club to help you. You're on the thinking about the problem side and not the possibility side. Like, no, I feel you. Like, I'm not mad at you. Like, I'm not judging you. I already know where you are. So as soon as you see reality, you look at the side that goes, you can't. You look at the side that said it's impossible. Like, I was there. We both looking at reality. There are two sides to reality. Maul said, be on the side where you're making money, not just spending money. So you're on the side that's looking into the future. May I suggest to you that you don't have that kind of control. And the reason why you can't do what you want to do is because you're spending so much time being anxious and fearful because you're actually trying to predict something that you can't predict. You actually have a better chance on Maul's side. You actually have a better chance of saying something's going to happen that's not happening right now because all of that energy is positive. So I'm just trying to tell you, just in case you can't make it to the 1% Club, I'm going to give you the first principle is think about what you're thinking about. That's where you're going wrong. Think about reality on the positive side. Stop thinking about reality. And look, that's all you got to do. You just got to stop when something happens, discipline yourself, and stop looking at this can't happen. And do what? The opposite. Just say this can't happen. Just keep saying this can't. What would my mom think? Just think, I don't care what my mom think. What would my dad think? When you have those thoughts, say, I don't care what they think. I'm going to give every ounce of energy to the possibility. I'm going to give every ounce, every energy, all my time is going into what can happen. And so, Maul, his thing is so crazy that, the house, you already saw it, the house in San Diego is whatever. And like you said, like, okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. But let me just tell you, it's taken care of. Tax boy, we did our homework, we done. Now I just made a call, Maul, to a kid in Miami or Fort Lauderdale on that room that we stay in that my wife absolutely adores. What is it gonna take to rent that sucker out or own that for 3 or 4 months? Like I'm like, bro, I'm not even San Diego's done. Yep. Y'all gotta hear what I'm saying. Yeah. E.T., why you on Fort Lauderdale? You ain't even moved because that's done, Maul. That's done. Now I need to keep being on the right side of real estate, like Maul said. So what's the right side? My wife was like, yo, I love this view. Man, I don't like it in the summer because it's too humid, it's too hot. But the winter, this thing is perfect. And I'm like, okay, then let me make some phone calls. And I know, Josh always says, if you got money, you could figure it out. It could be figured out. So I'm going to not go, it can't be done. I'm going to go, I'm going to rent this joker out or I'm going to buy this property and I'm going to rent it out to other people. But since my wife loves this view more than any view in the world, she going to get this a couple times out of the year. Why? Because we can. Listen to me what I'm saying. Let's please hear this. Stop saying what you can't do. I promise you, if we look at waterfront or oceanfront properties throughout the world, they're all occupied. I guarantee you that there are people living like that, and maybe only for a couple months. So do what Maul told me to do with real estate. You're already dealing with reality. Get on the right side of reality.
Go for
sorry.
it. No, go for it.
I was going to say, so the thing is, it's a muscle. So think of when you bought your house in Grand Ledge. It's scary for you to buy the house in Grand Ledge than it is the multi-million-dollar house in San Diego. It's a muscle.
It was scary,
right? And now, how's
the $2,000 mortgage was scary.
That's right. And how scary is it for Fort Lauderdale to think about it? How scary? It's easy. It's a muscle.
It's a muscle.
It's a muscle. And so
y'all better pay for this podcast.
The more you do it, and the more you succeed, and you follow through to yourself, the less scared you are of the world because you're in control. Right, the scariest thing is not being in control of the outcome.
And on the top of that, the more you do it, you start going from a place of hoping and wishing to expecting.
Yeah.
Exactly. Expecting.
Yeah.
When I claimed something, I expected. When it came to my son, I expected it to happen.
No question.
So I say this. So again, and I hope y'all can really glean from this conversation. Right? Here's something crazy, and I look at how obviously E and I came up together, right?
Yeah.
Like our come up was together. We obviously, y'all came in the fold years later, you know what I mean, and had your own success and things like that. And I just, again, try to pick up information, you know what I mean? So last night we sitting at the table at my parents' house and both of you said something. I was just like, wow, like I want to share that because I think I don't know that people necessarily feel like that. And even myself now, I got to catch myself not getting complacent with certain things. So Maul said, dog, he would take his girl to a concert. And I think you might have said it before. And you were like, yo, I would be like, yo, how is it drug dealers and cats smoking weed in the front row, and I'm with my girl with a great job, benefits, 401k, the whole nine, and I can't afford to sit up there. Yeah. And he was like, I took it personal. Last night, I didn't even know. We went to the Champions Classic. Great time. I'm talking about had bomb seats, the whole nine. And Josh was like, the whole time I was sitting there pissed, looking at like, why aren't our feet on the floor?
Wow.
And so here again, I'm just trying to let you know, and I don't want anybody to think that it's like any type of ungratefulness or like thinking we better than anybody or whatever, but I'm looking at these dudes and there's a mentality there that have allowed them to get to the next level financially, as husbands, like the whole nine. These dudes are really beasting it, really killing it, really multimillionaires, but I'm telling you, the mindset of look at John, where were we in the 5th row, 6th row? Yeah. We might have been 5th, 6th row. I'm talking about bomb seats. And Josh was like, yo, the whole time, like after Maul said that, he was like, oh, I feel you. The whole time we was at the Champions Classic, I'm like, bro, why are we not on our feet on the floor? I'm looking at these dudes right here. What are they doing that I'm not doing? And again, you have to get to a place where you see that and you understand that it is for you. And I think the hedging against it, because you don't know if you can get it, it's hustling backwards. It really is. And so I don't know if you
say that again. Again.
Yeah, you're hustling backwards because the very thoughts that you're having is what's keeping you from what you want.
So even starting business, people say, well, there's other people doing that, so it's going to be competitive. Or someone's going to start the same business behind you. I said, they're going to hustle backwards. They're going to trip themselves up. Yeah. Because each step of a business, right? Buying your first unit compared to having, how many units now? 163. Right? The stakes are different. Yeah. People can start, but can they stay in the game for 20 years and keep doing it? Yeah. Can they be disciplined enough to not spend the money and reinvest the money?
Absolutely.
Can they can they avoid contractor errors and everything else that goes into all those properties? Can they have someone that collects the money? Can they have a system? And what you do is hard. So a lot of people are just going to trip up along the way. And so staying in the game and having the ability to figure it out and get going, I'm just telling you, when we sat in Madison Square Garden, how many times did someone walk in front of us?
1,000.
1,000. We're sitting 6th row, whatever, and they're walking drinks back and forth right in front of us, kept bumping our knees.
Hey, man, I don't know if y'all see me shaking. I'm shaking for a reason. Yeah. Like I'm ready to.
No question. I'm ready, bro. That's why I hate this room. Because being in here with y'all, like for real, Maul, it's just got okay. Yeah. I do want to say this one thing though, because we getting close to time. Because like I said, first of all, listen to me very closely. The anointing that's going to be on this 1% club. You do not want to miss it, right? The OET, I would allow you not to be. I would not challenge you in the way that I should challenge you. That's over with. 2020. Listen to me very closely. You will pay a minimal fee to get your life changed forever. There's no way for you to be in the 1% if you're not in the 1%. And for most of you, this is the closest you're gonna get to the 1%. I'm just being real. What we charge alone, listen to what I'm trying to tell you. What we charge alone, the average individual is not going to be able to pay that to get in a room with the people that are in this room right now. And we're not by ourselves. Of course, Tiffany, Montgomery, we got other people that's coming. Yeah. You have to be at an event this year, right? You have to be at an event. Now, I'm going to say this to you. I'm not going to say names. I have a young man who called me, and he's like, E, I'm ready to put in $20,000 for you to coach me. Listen to me very closely, Jamal. This is after he's gone to other spots. Mm-hmm. So he'd already paid that kind of money and didn't get nothing. So what I'm trying to tell you is you're going to pay that kind of money maybe in other arenas and not get the kind of information we're giving you. You're going to get minimal information. And then what's going to happen is they're going to kind of market you out, bite you out to pay more, to get more stuff. Like, we about to come and give you everything we got for that little money that you're about to pay. My man was like, eat 20 grand. and he knows that I've tried the others and it didn't work, I'm coming to you because I know it's gonna work. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. You're not even about to pay me 20 grand for what we're about to give you. You have to find one of these cities. You have to be in the building.
It's so crazy too, E. Like, again, we talk about it all the time. Like, if you want to be great, you got to do what the greats do.
You have to.
I was in the car with Maul. You was right there when I got the call. There is a couple who, when I tell you that they're top of their industry, top of their industry. Yeah. I'm talking about 1%. Yeah. You know what they called me and said yesterday? They said, look, we maxed out, like, for real. Like, in terms of, like, we talk to other people about getting coaching. We talk about it, and I know you're not in our field. Yeah. But we believe you're the person to take us to the next level. And how much do we have to, like, we'll write you a check right now. And I'm sitting here like, whoa, y'all papered out. But they like, yo, in our industry, like, we capped. Like, nobody can train us anymore because we're at the top. Now we're going to go to another industry and try to find somebody from that industry because you might have a skill set where we not, sweet with the left hand.
Not might.
I'm like, whoa.
I'm
just saying, the mentality. You know
and that's why you need to be in the room because as he says, his mom worked for CVS. His dad worked for General Motors. So he's not telling you, he's not telling you how to become 1% from being in the 1%. He's telling you how to be in the 1% from us coming from a worker's culture. Now listen to me, this was important. The reason why I'm telling you, you got to stop listening to other people is because the probability, like you lessen the probability of success when you listen to 5 other people tell you what you should do.
Right.
So the reason why we're telling you to bet on yourself is because when you can count on you, now you only got one person that you have to answer to. Yeah. Now don't get it twisted. I'm not saying.
Say that again.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's like it was you, Josh, CJ, Maul in the room. Absolutely. But what you heard Maul say was he had this on his back. Josh had his back. So although we're a team, in our role, we like, you could count on me in my role. Like whatever you tell me, Josh, that you want me to do in that role, I'm gonna kill the game in that role. So the reason why I don't listen to my mother is not because I'm trying to be disrespectful. I actually listen to my mother when it comes to parenting because they did a good job. So but my mom was never an entrepreneur. So I don't listen to my mom about entrepreneurship because she was never an entrepreneur. If my mom tell me what's going on with Jada in school, oh, this is what you need to do, I'm going to listen to my mom. She put 3 kids through college, right? But when it comes to entrepreneurship, my mom worked. She wasn't an entrepreneur. She can't help me. So I don't listen to that voice. I listen to my voice, and then I listen to others, but not to the extent that it drowns out my voice, Maul. So what I'm trying to tell you is the probability is going, when you can count on you, right? And here's the deal. I try to tell the people that work for me this all the time. The reason why I'm going to make you the leader is because I only want to answer to one person. I can't call 3 people because if I'm relying on 3 people, then it may not get done. I need to know that you can hit the home run. Can you hit the home run or not hit the home run? And so you're counting on so many people for your success. I can't tell Adam's story, but Adam will be here soon. He's going to tell his own story. Yep. But guys, I need you to count on you, and I need to make sure that from the start to success, that distance is you. That you're the person that's responsible for that. That there's no, so from point A to point Z, you are counting on you, and whatever help you get in between, that's cool. But you are counting on yourself to get there.
It should feel so good because nobody else controlling it.
It should.
Bro, nobody else is controlling it. Go for it.
I was going to say, and once you get some success with it, then people come around you and want to help you, and it gets easy.
Oh, no question.
So we do some decent-sized business deals.
Yes.
How many meetings do we have?
None.
This is the first one of the
0.
This is the first one of 2019.
How long?
0.
We had a conversation last week about a 7-figure deal that maybe lasted 40 minutes, and 35 of it was catching up.
Yep.
Because the track record's there, because everyone's counting on themselves, and so we can look at each other and say, hey, you executed at a high level. If that's your area, let's get behind it. So what can I do to help you?
No question.
And so, but that's all betting on yourself first. It's impossible to get to that point unless you bet on yourself and you've had success first.
And what's crazy, man, when you take that step, your belief will become everybody's reality.
Oh, no question.
Oh man, when I just sit back,
just said it.
Say that again with Tay, though.
Your
With Tay.
your belief. I'm not about to give away all of them, all the keys, but your belief.
Yes,
I mean, just
sir.
straight up, just think about it, man. I'm while we're sitting here talking, I'm thinking about every single business I've ever created.
Yeah.
You know, somebody once told me, it was a pastor that told us, Camille and I, that this daycare that you're about to put in a hood would not be successful. This area is not the right kind of area for a daycare center. Do you not know that it has not been 1 year in the last 12 years that we have not made $1 million a year off that property?
Yeah.
Your belief will
had you
become
listened to him?
everybody's reality.
Yeah.
And he couldn't
I
do
believe
it.
that people, man, the enemy throws people in your way to take away your belief so that whatever it is you're dreaming, whatever vision you have inside of you don't come to life.
What speech was it?
Don't come to life.
Yeah, what speech was it a couple years ago when you said you said, I'm trying to think of the exact
you owe
words.
you, but go for it.
But that, yeah,
You owe you.
You said it's your dream. Don't
You owe
expect
you.
people, yeah,
That's
you owe
it.
you.
It's your dream.
Yeah, don't expect people to buy into it. It's not their. It's not their dream.
I remember somebody even telling me about real estate, like, oh, you don't want to be no landlord.
Right.
Like, oh man, that's terrible, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah, and you don't want to.
And imagine if I did, but imagine if I was,
Yeah.
I'm sitting back,
But I'm
tripping
saying
out
you
while we
did,
talking.
but you weren't a landlord, Maul. Like, again, it goes back to mentality. You weren't trying to create a situation where you were a landlord.
Yeah, bro.
Like, that's not what you were on. You were on, I'm buying this house for Camille. I'm buying this house for Jack. I'm buying this house for Junior. I'm buying this for my like you weren't on being a landlord. And that's why I'm telling y'all. It's a mentality, and you can decide. It's only two mentalities, though. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
It's wealth and poverty. Like it ain't no purgatory. Like it's wealth or poverty, and you literally, as crazy as it may sound, you really get to decide what side of the fence that you're on. You make that decision. So everybody was like, E, you need to move to Miami. The tax break in Miami. Like, you need to go to Miami. E, you get more property for your, do you understand California? And I said, this is what I said. Bruh, we might only be in Cali for 3 years. We might only decide to be there. Didi's health, bro, from the time when we first started to now, I'm not gonna lie, her health is in a way better place. I might not even need it like I thought I needed it. But Maul, I made a decision based on her health, not taxes. Y'all, please hear what I'm saying. Y'all gotta hear me. You keep making, okay, we giving all the 1%, but you keep making external decisions, like everything around you. When you need to make intrinsic, PhD, this is what I study, intrinsic value. When you put an intrinsic value on something, boom, you have an energy that you don't have when it's the taxes in California. Somebody told me, I don't know if this is true or not, you would know, Josh, but somebody told me, be careful. Cali might not even be there in a
It could fall in the ocean.
You know what I'm saying? You go out there, it might fall off the hole, but they ain't gonna have no water.
Yeah, the fires.
But here's what I kept saying. Although that is serious facts, the only thing I keep thinking about, listen to me, you cannot have two thoughts at one time. The brain is a powerful muscle, but it cannot think negative and positive at the same time. It cannot have two powerful ideas at once, only one at a time. Listen to me. All I keep saying is Didi needs vitamin D, and everything else, it trumps everything else. It trumps how much the gas is, how much the fruit is, if the Cali gonna fall off the earth, I'll get a private jet and get out of there as soon as it fall off. It ain't gonna be no water, I have it shipped in. Listen to me, I have one single thought. That is, Didi looked out for your butt from her check to her check.
Her check to check.
It is your responsibility now. Take ownership and look out for her in the way she looked out for you, Maul. So because I'm singleness of purpose, Maul, nothing else matters. I'm not worried about anything else. All I'm focusing on. So we get there, we find out when we get there that she doesn't need it anymore. Guess what? Here's the one thing I can tell y'all about success. It's easier to sell success than it is to sell failure. I'm gonna say that one more time for you. When we go to Cali, if we decide in 2 or 3 years that we don't want to be there anymore, I guarantee you it'll be easier to sell a house in California, in San Diego, than it'll be to sell some shack in the back sticks of Alabama.
Yeah.
Are you hearing what I'm saying? So, guys, please do me a favor. Change your thinking. Change your mentality. You are one shift away from being and having and doing whatever you want to do. And I sat in Utah. Go back to that podcast. That's my podcast, all right? I don't know what that was called or what it was, but I was in Utah looking over, was it Park City?
Yep.
Okay, now for my hood card, because I know some cats out there, Utah, top 5 cities to me in the world now. Top 5.
Utah's a state.
Oh, I'm
just
Park
let him
City,
go.
Utah.
I got him.
Well, I said Park City first.
I didn't want nobody to think, you know what I'm saying, the PhD wasn't valid.
No. I said Park City first, but I stood there. I don't even remember the neighborhood we were in, Park City, but we looked over the entire mountain area.
Mountains, the lake.
Man.
It's heaven on earth. When you
Man, and like I said, I'm going to lose my hood card because you like.
Thinking.
Oh, that's what it is. You from Detroit, Chicago. You're like, what about, look, if you can't get out the country, matter of fact, if you can, bump that. Make Park City, Utah, one of the spots that you go to, y'all. I'm talking about it's gorgeous, but as I stood there and looked over it, all I could see is the earth is yours and the fullness thereof. God didn't make mountains. God didn't make me for the mountains. He made the mountains for me. And from this day forward, I want y'all to enjoy all of this stuff, man. What was the name of the Champions? What was it called?
Champions Classic?
Madison Square Garden. I want you to stop, get a pen at the end of this podcast. I just want you to write down what would you want? What would you want to do? Where are the places you want to go? And in 2020, do me a favor, make that the focal point. When I tell you, when I wake up in that oceanfront, whatever you want to call it, apartment, hotel room, whatever, and each way you go, you can see the ocean. Every day I wake up saying, one of these days, that's going to be my reality, Josh. I keep saying I'm not going to visit that. One day I'm going to have clothes in that closet, and even when I'm not there, my clothes are going to be there, and I'll be able to have that property and see that view as much as I want to see it. So for those of you who are listening, please make the shift from poverty to a wealth mindset, y'all. Make the shift.
Also, you know what else will help you make that shift?
What is it? Organifi.
Come on. More, you with it now. You catching on, dog.
I finally caught it.
On.
After 100 episodes.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Organifi, man, the sponsor of this podcast, man. Always looking out for us, the superfood green juice powder that y'all see us rocking on a regular basis, man. Go to Organifi.com, ORGANIFI.com. Use the promo code SUCCESS, get 20% off your order. And, make sure you rock with us, man. We appreciate Organifi for sponsoring. Also, man, let's get to these dates, man. We got to throw the dates out. January 11th and 12th. We in Miami. He's demanding everyone to be at the 1%.
And in Miami.
So we in Miami, January 11th and 12th.
Please.
March 7th. Shout out to London. We're coming over to London. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, so we're gonna do it right over in London, man. Our first event. Our first.
Yes.
Doing our own
so
event.
If you're asking that question, this is our event.
Yes.
We're throwing it. It's our event. Make sure you come out.
We're going to be at the Royal Lancaster.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Let's
the
go.
The Royal Lancaster? That just sound bossy. I ain't never been there, but it sounds beast.
Sound like it's fit for a king.
So March 7th, London. April 18th and 19th, Los Angeles, California. May 23rd.
Wait a minute, before that, we got Phenomenal Life.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yep, I got you.
That's right.
I was going to do that.
When is that again? March?
Great job. No. Phenomenal Life. All right, come on. Help me out. April 25th to May 1st.
Okay.
Yep. Phenomenal Life 2020. Yep. Oh, man, the yearly retreat from the squad. All right, we're going in. Make sure y'all there. We're going to focus on 5 things: mindset, relationship, finances, health, and lifestyle. All right, so make sure you're there for that. Let's see, May 23rd and 24th in A. Okay, that's an easy trip. June 6th and 7th, Houston, Texas, 20th and 21st. June 20th and 21st, Honolulu. We back. We wanted to go. We were supposed to do it last year. We ran up against some scheduling conflicts. So Hawaii, we are coming there June 20th and
some
21st.
other conflicts too.
Yeah.
Y'all get y'all money up.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all, get that money up.
July 25th and 26th. July 25th, 26th, Toronto, T.O. Y'all been asking us to come. We coming.
Nice.
All right, October 24th and 25th, DMV. All right, D.C. And November 14th and 15th, we will be in Reno. So shout out to Ray.
We got to fix this, though. I don't hear Chi-Town in there. Something went wrong.
And Chi-Town show love.
I'm talking about love. Something terribly went wrong.
I don't even think we had. The Chi-Town probably had the most.
So
no question. We need to make a phone call, Mark.
Yeah,
we need to see if we got some juice.
D.C. had more than Chicago.
No, not at all.
Yes.
Not at all. all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Chicago almost had $1,000.
No, Chicago had over $1,000. It was 1,100 in Chicago.
It was over $1,000 in DC.
DC had we had 1,100 in Chicago.
I think
we had 1,101 in DC.
We had 1,102.
Chocolate cake. What is chocolate cake?
1102.
A chocolate cake.
What is a chocolate cake?
You know what? Little J made 1102. Let's go.
Hey, so we're gonna be competing to see who's the best city in 2020.
And we're going to Harold's too in Chicago.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
Hey, we actually had a Harold's food truck.
Right.
And they had the chocolate cake.
Oh, you should have got it then,
Oh
Mom.
yeah, dang.
They had the chocolate
Was it chocolate cake though?
It was chocolate cake.
Was it real chocolate cake?
It was yellow with the chocolate frosting.
Was it 1,101 or was it 1,102?
I think they call that faux chocolate cake.
Yeah,
Is that-
right,
yeah, I think
exactly.
it's faux
It was
chocolate
like
cake.
the little Duncan Hines little joint.
Yeah.
So that's it for me, man. We're gonna get up out of here. We got the new year coming, man. Happy New Year to
Happy New
everybody.
Year, y'all.
Wow.
Man, be safe.
Be happy.
Yeah, be happy.
Be happy
Oh,
this year.
top
Happy New
10.
Year.
What do y'all think? I was going to read that. I actually looked at that. I saw the top 10 New Year's resolutions.
Oh, wow.
And so, so number 10, read more. Number 9, travel more. Number 8, spend more time with family and friends.
I think
Number
that's one
6,
for Didi.
make more money. All right, I'm like, so that's 6.
Yeah.
Number 5, live life to the fullest. Number 4, learn a new skill or hobby. 3, get organized. 2 and 1. 2 is lose weight, and 1 is exercise more.
That's
So
1 and 2 is the
man,
same.
so get on your goals, man, and New Year's resolutions. I know y'all don't. Anybody in here make resolutions?
I'm saying, I think we do it yearly, like it's a cycle.
It happens all
always
throughout
trying
the
to
year.
improve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just man.
Oh no, don't act like y'all didn't say one.
No,
Y'all want to share with E yet? Y'all made one last night. Y'all made me sit up there
That's
and
not a New Year's
entertain
resolution.
an hour-long
That's a-
conversation.
That was a promise. It's a difference. That's not a New Year's resolution.
Maul, enlighten him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm new to this business,
Hey,
right?
No. Oh yeah. No, I'm saying about the conversation last night.
Yeah, you want to say that?
Go for it.
I mean, should we talk about it?
Go tell.
It has to do with time.
Yeah, so for me, time is greatest asset, right? For all of us, right? And
Well,
we all have
me a little bit more than y'all.
and we all have families.
Yeah.
And I just this year alone, I've probably traveled more this year than I probably traveled in the last 20 years put together.
Yeah.
And we're just noticing just with our children, everybody has kids doing things and different things like that. We were just all sitting around talking, and it goes back to that whole thing about the concert. How I saw me and Camille. We've been at concerts, and it was 150 rows, and it had all these other people in front of us smoking weed, doing all type of stuff. And like, what is it that they do that they deserve to be in front of me and my wife?
Absolutely.
Same thing now. It's to the point now where it's like, what is it about these other people we see that's riding on private jets, getting around place to place, where the number one motivational speaker in the world is not doing that? So, or where Josh.
I thought we was doing something with
Well,
the diamond
see-
status. They was like, tell E, kill that diamond.
Okay.
Delta ain't doing nothing for us. We're going PJs in 2020.
So
And
when
it's
he
about
just
time.
He just said a resolution, and I was like, no, this
Oh, no,
was
it's not a
it's a
resolution.
difference between a resolution
I've
and a
been
promise.
there. I just needed Josh to go.
Go for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's what you said about them leaving yesterday at the airport. It's about the conversations we're not having. It's about the brainstorming we're not doing. It's about be able to get up and watch Yanni and her tennis and be back for a meeting that we need to, or by HUD's basketball game. We're missing things by
So
not
we said
doing
we're
it.
gonna go with the rented joint for 2020.
Yeah.
And
then
then
we'll
try
buy.
to see which one we like. And then 2021,
No problem.
we'll have the
Let's go.
ETA Airlines.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I'm coming from San Diego.
Oh, yeah, no
to
question.
Michigan. I need to get here in 2.5, 3.
And
So-
just think about how many times you could ride on there with your bride.
Yeah.
Put your bride.
Right.
Chocolate cake, chocolate cake. Chocolate,
That's a different kind of chocolate cake.
chocolate cake.
PG-13.
Will you be my legacy?
Hey, will you be? Hey, I did go see Queen and Slim. Great movie. Me and the wife cut out, man. I've been trying to do a better job middays. I think I've been doing a decent job, man. We watched The Irishman on Netflix, and then we watched. We went to the movies to see Queen and Slim. So
we never made it, bro.
Yeah.
We were supposed to go.
I meant to ask you.
Uncle Milton came by.
That's a whole nother podcast.
How's Uncle Milton doing?
That's a whole nother podcast.
How's Uncle Milton doing?
Man,
Does the podcast people know about Uncle Milton? Or you just share that in the conferences?
I think we just shared in the conference, but we're gonna have to.
I think he did it in Utah, didn't he?
MOG.
MOG.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was.
But it wasn't on the podcast. It was just with MOG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Carl. We'll get the
Hey, shout out to those of you too.
Podcast.
I'm sorry. Shout out to those of you too that are doing well. Like CJ said, you want to go to another level. Masters of the game.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that a lot, but there are those of you who are listening, and you are doing well for yourself, but you're not doing the triple double. You're kind of you're one-dimensional. You're doing very well in one area, and you can't seem to break through in the other areas. Who do I call? What's the?
Go to masters.game. Yeah, this is for our higher level entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Who are looking. Iron sharpens iron, man. We get together once a quarter. We just did it in Fort Lauderdale. We'll be in
that same spot where I want to be.
That's right
there.
Arizona next.
Oh man, and so for our higher level entrepreneurs, it's a different kind of buy-in. But yeah, go to masters.game and fill out the application. You can also probably email Ashanti. She handles that for us at atucker@etinspires.com. Is that her email, right? I'll try to do a freestyle with atucker@etinspires.com. Let her know you're interested in Masters of the Game. So excited about that. Shout out to all our current Masters of the Game people. Love y'all. As well as our game changers, our speakers. Check that out as well, man. We got a ton of stuff going on. I'm excited, man. I'm super pumped for the new year. Man, I'm feeling good. I've been working out, exercising, headed to Cabo. We're just going to have a great time. But we're gonna give y'all another podcast, all right? We're not stopping. We're going hard. So we're gonna give y'all another podcast. Make sure y'all don't miss that. Last year we got cussed out for trying to do the best of and just leave y'all like, hey, check this out. Y'all was like, nope, we're not feeling it. So
shout out those. We got so much content that we can do.
Oh, 1,000,000%. Real quick, Josh, update us on Baby Hazel. Come on now. You just getting back out the house good. So you know what I'm saying? Let us know.
Yep, 4 months old. It has been a blessing. I mean, here in Mall, I was getting teary-eyed when he's talking about Baby J, because now that Hazel's here and we look at her, the family wasn't complete until she's here, but we didn't even know that. And so,
that's crazy.
So the family's complete. And I think I brought this up to you guys before, but as a parent, when you have more than one kid, when I had Berkeley, when we found out we were pregnant with Hudson, my fear was, do I have enough room in my heart for another one to love as much as Berkeley? And then Hudson's there and the heart just opens. And same thing happened with Hazel, but what's been really special is to watch the kids' hearts open and develop their own relationship with Hazel. She's big, healthy, happy, smiles 250 times a day. Just smiles nonstop, happy, and Heather's best little friend, my best little friend. I mean, it's been a blessing.
Awesome.
Can we make that a resolution? I want to make that a resolution. Being in these schools this year, the parent lottery is so critical. The parent lottery is so critical. And I just want my parents to make a resolution. Get through your drama and get to a place of health, because what we pass down is what we have. Like, you can't pass down to your kids what you don't have. If you have fear, you have anxiety, you have debt, you have drama, that's what you're going to pass down. But if you have victory after victory, if you have wealth, if you are in healthy relationships, that's what you pass down. Like, that's what you give, you know what I'm saying, to your generation. So do me a favor, parents, I'm pleading with you. Let's go. And then to my kids out there, I should make the announcement in the new year, but I'm doing something called Extreme Kids, Extreme ET Kids. And there are a lot of you that's like, look up to me as your father. And I haven't really taken responsibility of that. It's like, I know you watch me and whatever, but I'm gonna do a better job this year of being there for you guys in a way that you need me. So parents, step up with me. I'm gonna step up. And no, I'm not having any more kids. but to your point, Josh, for real, and I was talking to CJ's dad about this. You guys aren't here yet, but when you have children and they grow older and they're doing their thing, you still do have that capacity to father. Like, you still have that skill. Like, my skill for being a dad isn't gone anywhere.
you know, and so I was like, 2020 is going to be my year for real to be more of a intentional and deliberate dad, you know, to the world. And I can do that via social media. I can do that through our You Ain't the Boss of Me conferences. So I'm stepping up and I'm challenging other parents to step up.
And I just want to say, with parents, I think the easiest way to say it is create new norms.
Yeah.
Just get out there and create new norms.
Yeah.
That'll be your kid's normal.
Yeah.
But it's going to be hard. You got to get over the hump. You've got to fix what's broken, but leave new norms.
That's it. I love it. That's it. Leave new norms.
Hey, man. Well, excited to be doing 2020 with y'all, man. Cheers. Everybody raise your little
Happy
cups
New Year.
up. Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year. Hey, y'all. Hey, let me say this, bro. Hey, in 2020, total domination.
Let's get it.
Let's elevate.
Let's go.
Let's elevate.
Yeah.
Let's elevate. That's all I got to say,
72
man.
and 10.
I'm telling you. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, you talking about
72
oh
and
yeah.
10.
No,
For real.
the Warriors beat that. So we might have to
But
go
they
like
didn't get a
74.
championship with it,
72 and 10.
With a championship ring.
72
With a
and 10 with a championship
I
ring.
think
What
the
a
Lakers on the
championship
way. The Lakers may be on the way.
Well, we're not talking about maybes.
We'll see.
We're talking about what's already done.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's time. Look, we want to win 72 games and get a ring on our fingers.
Yeah.
Dog, it's total domination.
That's
Next
it.
year,
Let's go.
let's put this podcast on
2020.
and let's see how we advance.
Happy New Year. Hey, Happy New Year for real, man. Love y'all. Shout out to everybody who rocked with us in 2019 on the podcast, man. Seriously, we love y'all. Appreciate y'all listening, download, sharing, leaving reviews, YouTube comments, man. Seriously, we appreciate everything, and we are going to be back in 2020 bigger and better and stronger
No question.
than ever. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We'll see you next year.
Let's go.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might.